to conduct the AGM at Navi Mumbai. When Brigadier Vidyasagar said that next time we will do it in Mumbai, I was a little worried how it will happen. But then I realized that a little bit of work will have to be done, but it will have a great advantage of giving an opportunity to the Mumbai members of TSEWA to listen to the stalwarts like Kharghar and Brigadier Vidyasagar. We are privileged to have two flag rank officers, ABM Hari Haran, who is staying in our society, a very veteran member of TSEWA, and General Mukherjee, who is the President of West Bengal, TSEWA. Not taking much time, my heartiest welcome to all of you once again, and I hope that you will find this AGM where we have to take basic decisions about which are mandatory for the general. What Brigadier Vidyasagar is going to tell us about the burning issues of the veterans, we will have the privilege to have that also. I am so grateful to all the ladies who have taken the trouble of traveling from far and wide from Mumbai, but it's not easy to travel in Mumbai, as we all know. But thank you very much, ma'am, for your presence over here. It adds to the color of the general body meeting. So welcome all, and thank you very much for coming over here. Without wasting any further time, I request Colonel Parvatesam to take on the proceedings further. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander Sandhu sir. Now we will have our traditional lighting of the lamp. May I request on the stage Commander Sandhu, Brigadier Vidyasagar, General Mukherjee sir, AVM Hariharan sir, Commander Sandhu Parkala sir, on the stage please.
May I request Mrs. Tarpade also to come on to the dais for lighting the lamp.
I will request Honorary Lieutenant Tanawadi ji, please come on the stage. Tanawadi ji, and yes, sir. Honorary Lieutenant Harinath Singh ji. Honorary Lieutenant Harinath Singh ji, please come. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mukherjee sir.
Vidyasagar.
Yes, sir. Please.
Sandhu sir. Sir, एक मिनट सामने से.
Can we have one more lady? Ma'am?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Please be seated. Please sit down. Thank you. Now I request TSEWA President Comrade Sudhir Parkala sir on the stage, please.
May I request all of you to kindly keep your mobile phones in silent mode, please, or switch them off. Thank you. Now can we start? My position right now is like a mosquito in the nudist camp. I don't know where to start. Well, I think for a start, may I first say good morning to all of you. Sat Sri Akal. As rightly said by the West Zone President, Commodore Sandhu, the National Executive Committee, Annual General Body, and also know what exactly your TSEWA is doing over the years. That was the main general body meeting. This is the West Zone of TSEWA. I have been at the helm of under the able guidance of the founder president, Brigadier. Very often people ask me, when I meet somebody and say we are from TSEWA, they say, what do you do? What are you? So officers sitting here, they do not know how much pension they are supposed to get, leave alone illiteracy. What are the privileges? What are your extra allowances? And talk about that to go a little slow on that. And if somebody can do it, most welcome. All expenditure on these awareness camps are reimbursed by TSEWA or advanced by TSEWA. So therefore, nobody should feel that if I volunteer, भाई मैं फंस जाऊंगा, पैसा किधर से आएंगे? So these are the doubts which people have. So therefore, you should not have any doubt that TSEWA will not leave you in financial crisis. We will give and fund the entire expenditure. The other aspect is when we conduct these awareness camps, there are a large number of issues being faced by the veterans, especially in the remotest areas. At least people living in urban areas, they know what is happening. But in the remotest areas of the country, they are not aware of what is happening in the country. They are not aware of what the service headquarters, what the government is giving. It is nice to say that we have sent a newsletter, e-newsletter. How many of you have the computers? How many of you are in a position to read the e-newsletter? So, the Veer Naris, who are some of them very illiterate, who don't know what they are supposed to get, whether they are supposed to get extraordinary family pension or normal family pension or special family pension. These are the differences which are not known to them, and there are mistakes being done either by the banks or now by the PCDA, and they are not getting their rightful dues. So we solve their problems, discuss the issues of each individual post lunch, one-to-one, pick up their, either solve them on the spot or take their cases to the respective record officers, to the banks, to the CPPCs, to the service headquarters, and then to the ministry. This is what we do. This is how we solve the problems without you running from pillar to the post. I believe that today I may be a commodore, you may be a general officer, you may be only a major, you may be an air marshal. The TSEWA recognizes that the bond which we had when we were in uniform should continue even when we have hung up the boots. The men who made us what we are deserve and require our assistance even now. To educate them, to help them get their rightful dues. And therefore, the TSEWA's main aim, main objective is to help JSOs and WARs mainly and Veer Naris and not so much the officer code. Because officer code at least understands what is pensions and how much they are supposed to get. Then we have a legal cell which looks into the various aspects of denials at the level of either the ministry or the Babus or at the CDA. I'll just give one example. Honorary night subedars post 2006 are not getting their night subedars pay. There is a Ministry of Defence letter. There is a clear-cut message that they also should get what post in the AFTs as class action suits. We file class action suits. Because if you go individually, you have to find a good lawyer, good advocate, and also parallelly we take up these cases with the service headquarters, with PCDS. Fight is between TSEWA and the government and the bureaucracy. Not illegally shouting, but legally demanding the dues of each and every individual like pensioners. Now, this is the aspect which we are quite serious giving us our. We also look after the financial needs of the needy veterans, the Veer Naris and his family. The cow died and he was on the roads. TSEWA purchased a cow and he was back on his legs. And so another aspect is we realized that this entire country, I am from so-and-so organization, I am president, I am the oldest member. How many? 50. So, no organization wants to shake hands with the other organization. People go to the small-time politicians, sir, we will support you, we will support you. In anticipation that if he becomes an MLA, he will give you some house site or give you some land. Nothing is given. Nothing is given for free. They use you and throw you out on the road. And there is no unity, there is no one voice, Nothing is achieved by the ex-servicemen community, servicemen organization. You got 50 lakhs in your kitty? Very good. Please look after the welfare. Confederation, we all come under one umbrella. We started this in very earnestly. We told the then Defence Minister, ma'am, we formed the National Confederation of Ex-Servicemen Organizations. It is the Defence Minister who should directly hear the problems of the veterans and the Vietnamese. And she said, yes, we will do it. For the first time in the history of independent India, JCOs and ORs sat across the round table with the Defence Minister to tell her what are the problems of the ex-servicemen. This is what TSEWA has achieved over the period. Unfortunately, with Mr. Rajnath Singh not settling down, he has not been able to conduct the meetings like what his predecessor, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman, has done. Our effort is on. We will make sure that this dream is achieved. The National Confederation of Ex-Servicemen, the entire 31 lakh Vietnamese and veterans come under one umbrella, and the representatives at the state level sit in front of the Defence Minister and solve all our problems. This is the promise which TSEWA has made, and we will achieve it with all your help. Now, I don't want to take on and steal the thunder of today's proceedings of the General Secretary and various management committee members. I want to thank once again all of you for coming over today and participating in this annual general body meeting. Please be free to express your feelings, express your doubts, express your suggestions when the time comes after the annual general body concludes. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, President, for your kind words. Somebody may be aware and somebody may not. Our Parkala sir is the brother-in-law of our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Due to his liaison only, we were able to process our cases. That's how some of the cases have been solved in very high level. So thank you very much, sir. Today's program will be like that, sir. Presentation by me, then President will come, then Charity, then Brigadier Warma sir on safety, then presentation by Zonal President, then TCHS program, then our Brigadier CS Vidyasagar will cover all these aspects. Then comes the open session. Anybody having any program, they can project it. Then there will be election of new president. You may not aware that our present president, Dr. Parkala sir, due to his personal commitments, he is not available, hence he submitted his resignation. That's all, sir. Next. This is our quality policy of Trice Services Ex-Servicemen Welfare Association, which has already been explained by our president. We do religiously. That's why most of the veterans approach us for their problems. Ours is the only organization in the ex-servicemen organization having the ISO certificate from London. Thank you. Before proceeding further, I would like to tell you, our organization was established on June 2015. Brigadier Vidyasagar was the president and Colonel Dr. G.B. Sethi from EME was the General Secretary. We assembled at one place. We thought we must have an ex-serviceman organization in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Initially we thought of. But within no time, that means within 1 month, we got calls from all over India, including abroad also. Sir, why are you restricting yourself to Telangana and Andhra only? Then we made it pan-India. Accordingly, it was registered and we are serving. Initially, we were not having any accommodation. Our Dr. G.B. Sethi, he converted his garage into an office. He spent around ₹1 lakh and we were comfortably sitting there till we acquired our permanent accommodation in 2021. Till that time, we were occupying that office. We should not forget our great heroes who served for us, but unfortunately they are not with us today. They were Colonel M.K. Veermani. He was very active member. He was head of charity division. Not only that, he had extended his complete support to our Tri-Service Ex-Servicemen Welfare Association wherever we meet. The second one is Group Captain C.R.R. Sastry. He was thorough in legal matters and very good administrator. He only framed all our bylaws. He used to advise as and when we required any help. The third one is Colonel Latif Vodkalai. He was from Kerala. He used to see complete entire southern India, that is Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Unfortunately, they are all not with us. Sir, the general body meeting held of 7th general body meeting held was already distributed to you all, and it was displayed in our website. Hope you have gone through. If there is no observation, I request somebody to propose and somebody to second it, please. Colonel Srikanta Seshadri sir, propose, seconded by? Okay, thank you. The audited balance sheet for 2022-23 was also put on web as well as circulated and displayed on the notice board also. It was yesterday discussed in our National Executive Committee members thoroughly, and everybody has seen it and there was no observations on it. Members sitting here are requested, if you have any observations, you are requested to propose. Otherwise, if you have no observations, you are requested somebody to propose and somebody to second it, please. Propose. Captain Joseph sir propose. General Mukherjee second. Thank you, sir. Now we are having, as any organization is having chartered accountant, we were also having our chartered accountant. He is Mr. Shashidhar Reddy and Associates. They were doing a marvelous job for us. As and when required, they used to extend the sessions or whatsoever we required. So we propose that they should be continued as our auditors for the financial year 23-24. May I request somebody to propose and somebody to second it. M.N. Reddy, Brigadier Commerce. Thank you. As our president already told to you, we do not work only from Hyderabad. We expanded our TSEWA organization in all over India as well as abroad also. And we cannot, by sitting at Hyderabad, cannot control it. That's why we have selected state/zonal presidents, and under them the district and other. So these are the appointments given. Next. 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 NEC. We are having 26 national executive members. We sit on every fortnight and virtually we conduct for the rest of the Indian as well as abroad members. These are the members. We discuss each and every aspect and all our members joins these 26 members and they project whatsoever problems they are having in their sector. These are the now go to health. We are having specialized helpline warriors. They are doing day and night. There is no time limit. As and many veteran oblique Vietnamese or single ladies approaches them, this is the problem we are facing. They attend it. They somebody sends by CPN, some by mail, like that. Here are the specialists. Havaldar Astana from UP, Subbarao from Andhra.
Mic, huh?
Mike.
Mic आ रहा है सर?
Okay. HFO
Mic,
Reddy
mic.
from Hyderabad, JW Milandas, he is from Karnataka,
Sir.
Army Captain B. Joseph, Secunderabad and Bangalore, and Warrant Officer Tiruchelvam from Tamil Nadu, and Havaldar Gyanendra Sahu from West Bengal. Next. Sergeant R.R. Unni from Kerala, and P.O. Bandop Naik from Odisha, Colonel Reddy from Secunderabad, and Colonel Srikanta Seshadri, Karnataka, Colonel C.J. Swami, AP, and Brigadier Suresh Naik, Kerala, and Commodore K. Sandhu sir from Mumbai. Next. We are having subject experts. That means we are basically having problems regarding bank, CDO, PAOR, like that. So our subject experts, they will resolve all these problems. There is legal, Commander Chandrasekhar, and our President Legal Division is SK Sarana Brigadier, RTI Lieutenant Commander Balasubramaniam, and CPENGRAM JW Vilandas, banking, all banks, Colonel VRS Reddy and HFO AV Reddy. And Navy issues from the Sandhu sir, you are aware he has solved a very big problem of a Nadi recently, and he will explain you in his talk. Air Force, HFO Reddy, and pension issue Havdar Astana, he is very helpful. He is resolving so many cases from UP. And researches, Colonel Srikanta, Sheshadri sir, and web design, our Dr. Major Bikshapati and Mrs. Rekha Sekri, and TSEWA website, Mr. Anand Kumar, our office staff, and TSEWA advocate at Hyderabad is Colonel Ravi Chaudhary. Thank you. Sir, as you Sir, as President already explained you about our awareness camps, which we could not conduct during COVID, but we have restarted, and these awareness camps will on from 23-24 onwards. The main Sagar, Honorary Captain Joseph, Colonel Srikant Sheshadri, and all. What they do? Brigadier Vidya Sagar sir, with his vast knowledge in various pensioner issues, he visits our EMEs and ordnance centers at Hyderabad, and Honorary Captain Joseph and Colonel Srikanta Sheshadri, they visit centers, and they explain the serving soldiers who are about to retire. They explain them in the depots and tell them these are the problems you are going to face. Please rectify the records accordingly before you proceed. And how to settle after retirement. These are the things they are doing. Next. Summary of awareness camps is in front of you. You can see. In 2016 we have conducted more. After that it is reduced due to various constraints. These are the places where we have conducted our awareness camps. It is all over India. It is not only restricted to South. We have gone to Punjab, we have gone to Lucknow, we have gone to Delhi, and various in South we have gone. Now we have come to your Mumbai house. Next. Next. This is the summary of state-wise membership. These are the members from foreign countries. Next. The membership growth. If you see, in the initial stage, it was very high. After COVID, it has fallen down. Again, due to awareness camps and all, now it has increased. And we will increase the membership drive, and we will be succeeding very soon. Next is our procurement of office. Unless the members support us, we wouldn't have acquired this accommodation, office building, which is costing around 50 lakhs. We have our president as and Brigadier C.S. Vidyasagar. They have floated message to our members and non-members, and they were kind enough. They have donated around 43 lakhs, and the major contributors are there. Next. This is our office building. Next to behind the CDM in Secunderabad. Very easily accessible to all veterans settled. That is Sainik Puri, Vaipuri is there, AWHO, Koni is there, and anybody can access easily. Next. Roll of honor we have given and more were there. Next. Now I request our treasurer, Colonel M.K. Mahadevan sir on the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Parvatisham sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Colonel Mahadevan. I've taken over the duties of treasurer from 6 months back, and it is my honor to present the accounts and the state of funds with TSEWA. Gentlemen, I first want to show a slide regarding the proposed budget of this financial year, that is 2023-2024. And I'm also showing you one column which was proposed for the last year and which was actually expended. This is the column. If you can all see it, that's okay. I think my voice is loud enough. Okay. This column is the proposed budget of 22-23, and this is the actual expenditure, and this is what I am proposing here for expenditure this year. And we've gone through this in the NEC meeting yesterday also. It is just to keep you aware, and if you have any observations, anything, please let me know. Overall, can I have the next slide? Overall, if you see this figure, we are expending this year 26 lakhs 8,000. But the previous year, we had budgeted 28 lakhs 12,500. So we have cut down marginally. Of course, this is due to some reasons. Go back to the first slide. There is a cut here, advertisements. So, any doubts in this?
Next slide.
Next slide, please. Yeah. Now you will see serial number 22. 10 lakhs we had kept for charitable activities because Colonel Nagesh Gupta from the US, he had assured us 1 lakh every month. So we had budgeted 10 lakhs, but this year possibly because he has become very old, I don't think this money will be forthcoming. It is as per the receipts from the donors. So we have budgeted 5 lakhs only. So this is another major cut. But of course, if we get donors, as and when we get donors, we get money, we'll continue with our charitable activities. Okay, next. Now, sources of funds. As you are aware that we have got these sources of funds. One is the membership fees, which in 22-23 we got 1,10,000, which was a considerable improvement over the previous year. Donations also was a good improvement. We got 9 lakhs as against 2,23,000. Education fund, yes, I told you about Colonel Nagesh Gupta. And also some more donors were there, which was mobilized by Brigadier Vidyasagar, Colonel Sitaramaya, and Colonel Parvatisham. So they were very helpful in getting us some funds. Then interest on fixed deposits, because we got more fixed, we increased our fixed deposits. So we had 22 lakhs, we got it as interest, and interest on SB account is 16,000. These are our sources of funds. Now, we did, you're all aware, I think most of you all are aware about the sad case of Miss Mahima Sagar, who had a very, very rare sort of an ailment, and we got crowdfunding done, and because of this, we could mobilize a lot of funds. People gave whatever they could give, and spinal muscular atrophy, which is the medical name of this rare ailment, and we got about 80 lakhs 70,000. Magnanimously, Brigadier Vidyasagar has told us that this money can be kept in TSEWA, and whatever interest comes from this, by putting it in FD, TSEWA can use it. And as and when he requires the money, he will take from the capital, the principal money. Now, the average cost of treatment per month is approximately, I left it blank, but I've just come to know it is around 5 to 8 lakhs is the cost of treatment for Miss Mahima Sagar, who is the granddaughter of Brigadier C.S. Vidyasagar. Next. Okay, now, as you are aware, this building, Pride Edifice, which we acquired, we didn't acquire the whole building. We acquired only one flat in that building, flat number 201.
101.
Sorry?
101.
101, sorry. So we acquired it at a cost of about 53 lakhs and 7,000, and we mobilized 43 lakhs 65,000, and we added some furniture and everything, and totally we spent about 55 lakhs 76,000. The rest of the shortfall which was paid for from the corpus. So we've got an independent office, which is actually a 2-bedroom, 2 BHK flat. We are having our office from there. Thank you. Next one. Okay, these are the general exemptions granted to TSEWA. So we don't pay any tax, and if you contribute as a donor, which most of you have been contributing, you will also get exemptions under Section 80G. Next. Okay, to pay money, which is also there in the application form, you can pay directly through UPI after scanning, or the bank account and everything is given here. Okay, gentlemen, a word about the financial pass. You know, treasurer, we have got 10,000, treasurer and general secretary 20,000, and this is what it is. And anything beyond 40,000, it needs the approval of the National Executive Committee, which we meet every fortnight. That is twice in a month. And charity, chairman of the charity committee, Colonel Sitaramaya, he's got powers of 25,000. And beyond 25,000 needs approval of the National Executive Committee. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any doubts or any questions, I'll be. Otherwise, I'll hand you over to.
Thank you, Colonel Madhavan sir. Thank you very much. Now I request Colonel Sitaramaya sir, our chairman, Charity Division. Thank you. All speakers are requested to adhere the time allotted to them, so that the AGM meetings proceedings are completed in time. Passing, sorry. Sorry, our treasurer has forgotten. You are requested, you have seen the proposed budget. Somebody is to, General Mukherjee sir proposed, seconded by Kamala Sandhu sir. Thank you very much sir. Thank you sir. Colonel Sitaramaya sir, please.
morning, ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed members and future members. Yeah, next. I'll just cover the charity activities. I just cover both the charity activities which were done in the last financial year. Basically, we have three sources of funds. One, Madhuri Seva Fund, which is instituted by Colonel N.C. Gupta, NRI, in memory of his wife, Srimati late Srimati Madhuri, and she used to be a teacher. So, their whole aim is to fund only for education, secondary and graduation. I'll come to the details. Next slide. Go back. The second source of fund is from the TSEWA. The reserves where earlier some members, non-members have donated, we keep carrying on. Whatever is accumulated, whatever is spent, balance from that source. Both these. The third is from Brigadier SKS Rana and group, his friends. They have raised within their friends some 3-4 lakhs to fund for education or any deserving cases as deemed by the TSEWA management. The fourth, Mr. Munikrishnan, he is a local industrialist. He has been very supportive of TSEWA charity, not only charity activities, but also donated, one of the biggest donator for the buying of TSEWA building. And in this year, we got 2 more or 3 more who have contributed for charity activities exclusively. One is late Major General A.B. Gorti, AVSM, PVSM. He was JAG branch head in Army headquarters. He had just passed away, on 22nd night, 2 days back. It's very sad. We miss him. And may his soul rest in peace. The 2 more Seva funds, that is Unja Das Patel Seva Fund, which is has been pursued by Secretary Colonel Paratesham from his NRI daughter-in-law and others. They have donated 1,21,000 for charity activities, of which we have spent only 30,000 this year. Another addition is about Lieutenant Colonel V.R.S. Reddy, who is a NEC member. He has donated some more amount through his daughter, again, I think NRI of settled here. So these are the basic sources of our funding or for the charity activities. Okay, now go back. Now the bulk of the charity activities, as I said, out of our around 11 lakhs, almost 7.88 lakhs has been funded by the Madhuri Seva Fund. And we are very grateful to Colonel N.C. Gupta and his late beloved wife, Srimati Madhuri ji. Now, if you notice, all his donations, and he was very categoric in specifying the criteria to whom this the funds he is extending should go. He has always identified only either secondary or some schools, earlier we had done the previous year, it is only government colleges. GDC stands for Government Degree College and RDC stands for Railway Degree College. So these are basically spread across Telangana, most of them, 4 of them on Secunderabad, Hyderabad only Siddipet and Sangareddy, Jadcherla, those 2 districts. So he was very sure that first and second year or third year students they will fund, and they have funded. They are the maximum funding authority. Next, the balance funding of 3.67 lakhs is through, as I said, these other sources. I'll just highlight some, and these are not necessarily for education purpose, mostly education, and those who are under difficult circumstances, some BPL families, a single parent, or someone, a widow with 2 girl children, and we have concentrated and given priority to education of girl child. Again, serial 8 and 9, they are from Andhra Pradesh, Khammam district, sponsored by one of the ESM organizations there. They are also very from very BPL families, so we have given the financial assistance. Srimati Sheikh Hasina, she again a widow of an ex-serviceman. She has 2 girl child and 1 son. So for their education we have given. Again, Srimati Sheikh Rahina, this is another case where they have a handicapped child. So they have 1 girl child, another girl child. They were wanting a 3rd child, hoping for a boy. But anyway, she was in some problem, medical this thing. We had for her medical expenses, we had given some financial assistance. This assistance varies from 10,000 to 25,000 or even more also, beyond my powers, where we take the approval of NEC as mentioned. The serial number 12, this is of 2 again, 1 boy, one son, 1 daughter of a labourer who is working in the UP, again referred to us by NRI, Brigadier H.V. Singh. We have been, whatever amount we have been given this year, we have given less, but last year we have given 10,000, 15,000 to these students there to pursue their higher secondary education. These 2, I have raised specifically for these 2 cases. One, she is a daughter of a widow, young widow, got 1 daughter, 1 son, and she is making the livelihood through tailoring or 1 odd acre which is dry in the dry belt. She is in, I think, Inter, Sonalika. Now Manoj Kumar is a very peculiar case. It's not, it's a computer science. He wanted to do MBBS, but his condition was not so good. Referred by our TSEWA President Karnataka. That boy, you must appreciate. He has a sick mother undergoing dialysis, and he is taking tuitions to get medical treatment for her and also fund his education. So we found these 2 genuine cases. So I mean, during golf, I just mentioned to one of my guys who is a NRI and General Goti son-in-law. So he contributed through his father. So we could fund their education last year. Now this is the case again sponsored by our East Zone President, General Mukherjee. The girl is doing post-graduation now, I think PhD now. This we fell short of money. Whenever we fall short of money, we used to approach him. We mean the secretary, he known through his own friend, Mr. Munikrishnan, the industries. He has been obliging on and off. Whenever we don't have, he gives 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, depending on the merits of the case. Yeah, if I take each case to take time, these are all of similar cases only for education except serial number 18. This is one case where her husband met with an accident, he was the running member and he lost his job because of that. This was referred to us by our media agent. So they had a small child, so we are going to meet their expenses around 30,000 or so. Yes, this is another case which I should mention. We have been funding Miss Mona Lisa. She is a daughter of Honorary Captain
Malish.
Malesh. So, Brigadier Rana and his group has raised the fund. From that fund, we have been funding for last 2-3 years, and this will be the last year for her. And again, these two, last 22-23, also all three of them, TSEWA has been funding their inter and 11th-12th classes education fund, and this time they have come to, one is first year MBA student, another is doing nursing, another B.Ed. So we have been able to help them. Okay, next. Now just a overview of our charity activities right from raising of TSEWA year-wise. If you see charity for education, this is the number of beneficiaries we have done. So for education, if you see, we have given almost 24 lakhs. This charity for financial assistance, it is of two, which I will mention two cases. I think one is Gurum, Vijaypur, where we have done, as mentioned, whenever there is a case, if it involves more, which has not been covered, of course, only for Brigadier Vidyasagar granddaughter, that is a special case which crowdfunding was done. But we have done, to start with, I think 2017 or so, we have done one in 2017, one in 2008, one in 2009. Whenever the genuine case is there, we take up crowdfunding where the email is sent, appeal is sent to all the members. And it will be surprising from the members who have shared in their own circles, even the non-members of TSEWA civilians have also contributed. Two cases, one Major Guru, he has a medical problem, so it was projected by TSEWA President Uttarakhand, Brigadier Rawat, they also raised, and we raised almost around 8 lakhs, some which has been spent, some it was returned to us, whatever was the balance, it was very nice. The second case, which was a widow from Manipur, which was again forwarded to us by earlier Manipur state president. The widow had 2 girl children and 1 boy. So they didn't have a family problem, they had taken loan, the pension was being from a money lender, they were fleecing. So this case we raised, and they were selling vegetables. We raised around 4-5 lakhs for that through crowdfunding. The third, we have done another a small case, again a widow, a husband who died, he was absconding and then died. So we raised around 1 lakh 10 or 1 lakh 30,000. On a case, these are the 3 cases where we have done crowdfunding, and the members have come forward willingly to whatever they could and helped us. The charity for medical treatment, again there are individual cases, this is just a summary of all the years. Now if you see what one must notice in the charity activities, which has started minuscule, initially the focus was charity activity is a spin-off or a side activity. The main activity is of course addressing the grievances of ESM and Veer Nari. It is only from 2017-18 where we started doing the crowdfunding, as I mentioned, 1 case here, 1 case here, or 2 cases here. This charity activities has increased as we got more funding as the organization grew. The more we have started taking up more genuine cases. Only on 2. One is education, another is where there is poverty. And of course, and this has really jumped from during the pandemic. As again mentioned, this is basically due to the Moderate Seva Trust, where both during the pandemic, mainly during pandemic, where they have given not only for education of the students, but also because the students couldn't go to the school, they couldn't afford, some of them, because they are all the jobs for menial, small-time workers, they could not afford, or they didn't have, they were not sending also. So to motivate them, each student was given at least 1,000 during pandemic, so that they don't stop going to school. That is a very good thought which they have done. So total we have from the TSEWA raising, the charity activities were taken from, done about 56.7 lakhs. This is over and above what was raised for Manwa Sagar's case, Brigadier Vidya Sagar's daughter's case. I think that is, next. So just, it's not only that we talk of the charity events, the people who have actually benefited from the charity activity of TSEWA, we have some testimonials just to show you. Then basically, as I said, the Railway Degree College, Ranjana and Master Sagar from, we have taken one case from per state. There are a lot of testimonials, but just as a sample, we have just selected 4 of them, so from different states. Yeah.
Secretary Sudhir Parakala sir and General Secretary C. Parvati sir and Treasurer C. Dharam sir. I am Akshaya, joined in Raipur Degree College, become General last year. It is my pleasure to take admission in Raipur Degree College. I am so grateful to Colonel Nageshwar Gupta sir, Secretary Sudhir Parakala sir and General Secretary C. Parvati sir and Treasurer C. Dharam sir. I am Akshaya, joined in Raipur Degree College, become General last year. It is my pleasure to take admission in Raipur Degree College. I am so grateful to Colonel Nageshwar Gupta sir for helping us as a family in COVID situation. And I am so thankful to our Dr. Principal Madam Rashal Nadu for telling us about the facility provided by TSEWA 8th Servicemen Welfare Association. Thank you.
नमस्ते सर, मेरा नाम वंदना है। मुझे और मेरे भाई को जो की सेवा से 14,000 रुपये प्राप्त हुए हैं, इससे हमारे दोनों लोगों की शिक्षा जारी हुई है। आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सर।
नमस्ते सर, मैं सुचित सागर। आप लोगों की सेवा से हमको 14,000 रुपये हमारी सिस्टम में प्राप्त हुए, जिससे हमारी शिक्षा आगे बढ़ती है। उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
गुड इवनिंग एंड माय हम्बल नमस्कार टू ऑल। आई एम शर्मिला।
In the space I'm right now, thank you for your constant support year after year. I always remind myself every day that I have to work harder, be a better person in and out, and have attitude of gratitude or something towards. I'm very grateful of this. And really, I would have definitely not worked this harder. I always thought about each one of y'all every day, and I wanted to make each one of y'all proud. And I will surely live up to your expectations.
She had just completed BBS.
All the services and also the degree, because that was my intention to be a doctor and nurse. The services in the healthcare service in India is very expensive. It's not affordable to common man. I can't see suffering of people, so that's the reason I wanted to take. And I will definitely become a doctor. Thank you so much, Brigadier Lala, and friends, and also in the space.
Okay. already said. Next. These are all from starting, who all have donated, the larger donated donors. Finally, we are very grateful to all the donors who have been very large-hearted and donated for various causes. And it is worthwhile to mention also, it's not only the TSEWA members, there are lot of civilians, members, not members, those civilians, friends of our members who have donated. I wholeheartedly thank them. And also appeal to all of you to spread this message, to donate for genuine causes as and when the TSEWA management makes an appeal through the President and the Secretary. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamal Sitaraman sir. You have nicely narrated all the charity activities done by TSEWA. Sir, my request to the audience is, your children, grandchildren, maybe in abroad, they are looking to give the charity, but they are not finding the ways. Some examples were already told to you. One is my daughter-in-law, they were doing some charity there. I requested once, they have donated 1 lakh, and I told them to keep on doing this. Another is Talal Reddy's daughter, she also like that. That's why my request to you is, please, whenever you find such volunteers to donate, please give our reference and do the needful. Thank you very much. Now I request Brigadier Verma sir on the stage to explain the Armed Forces criminal cases. Thank you.
I promise to keep it very short and simple. I am standing here on behalf of Brigadier S.K. Rana, who is actually the President of the Legal Division, TSEWA. Can you hear me? Yes. I once again repeat, I promise to keep it very short and simple. I am standing here on behalf of Brigadier S.K. Rana, who is the President of the Legal Division of TSEWA. Like our President had earlier, Commodore Kharghar had mentioned that there are a large number of officers, JSOs and other ranks who have been denied the rightful dues. And this was something which was always on the mind of TSEWA. Fortunately, we have our founder President and presently our Chief Mentor, Brigadier Vijay Sagar, who has a fine acumen and in-depth knowledge of pensionary matters. And he studied these cases, prepared legal briefs, and we got these legal briefs vetted by our lawyer, Brigadier Srivastav, through Brigadier Rana, of course. And when we found that these cases were definitely winnable, we have filed these cases as class action suits. Now, like Commander Partala had mentioned earlier also, we charge a very minimal fee. From officers it's around 8,000, for JSOs 4,000, and for Jawans it is just 3,000 rupees. And as far as Veernaris are concerned, we don't charge a fine, but we file these cases, and I will now tell you that we have filed about 46 cases till now, and out of these 46 cases, something good to tell you. I'll just highlight only 3 of them and then I finish. Firstly is that it's more than 6 crores that we have been rightfully got back and given back to the people who actually deserved it, the TSEWA members. That is one. Second is, recently we won this case for Major Generals, which was also mentioned earlier by our President, that they were getting less than what a brigadier gets as a pension. So that notional MSP of theirs, we have won this case and soon it will be implemented. And thirdly is the case of pre-2006 honorary Naib Subedars not getting the pension what the post-2006 Naib Subedars were getting, honorary Naib Subedars were getting. Let me tell you, this case is also definitely, and you can take it for granted, that after having knocked the doors of the Defence Minister and the Finance Minister, very soon you will hear the positive thing, and the pre-2006 honorary Naib Subedars will get what they deserve, without any doubt. At the end, I'll only say, since it's too vast, the large number of them, it's available on our website, tsewa.org, and if you want to go and visit that site, you will definitely find these cases. Otherwise, you can contact us and we will highlight you and give you an update about these cases. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brigadier Verma sir. So, this was the report of AFT. You might be surprising how we got so much money to spend by TSEWA. This is the amount come from various members for the legal cases. We pay a nominal charges to our advocate at Delhi. He takes in installments. As and when the case is win, then we will pay the complete amount. That's why the amount is lying with us. Otherwise, this is all the amount lying here is of the members only. Thank you very much. Now I request General Mukherjee sir, our President, East Zone.
Namaskar, ladies and gentlemen. I also don't want to take much time because we want to hear Brigadier Vidyasagar and Colonel Sriram. We should give more time to them. It will illuminate all of us with what TSEWA has done, is doing and will be doing. Secondly, only thing I want to mention here as far as the East Zone, which is West Bengal, Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar and Sikkim. We have started in a very, we started very slowly. I was given this responsibility in 2017 and after that, immediately after that, in 2 years of COVID, we couldn't do much. But thereafter, now in 2022 and 23, we are now established and we are working towards such a development. The main thing I want to tell in 3 things. Firstly, the number of members have increased, and this is increased because of the good work of TSEWA. Secondly, awareness camps. I feel the most important thing which the TSEWA can do and should do is to have more number of awareness camps. Expenditure notwithstanding, TSEWA is a seva. It is we are doing for the welfare of the veterans, and we must reach out to them, which the President has explained. I am fully with him, and we must give our expert knowledge. As I mentioned, we have Brigadier Vidyasagar, who is really, you all know, in Bengal, Vidyasagar was the person who enlightened not only the Bengal, but all of India. He was this person who is really, so I take him for as that, because he has got so much of knowledge and he shares it in such a lucid way, people gets. One example I will give, on 8th of January we had a awareness camp where about members were about 220 members, but there were non-members also attended, and it was overflowing. It had more than 330 people attending that awareness camp. Immediately 75 members were created, and followed within a month's time, we got another 75 members giving reference of that and when it will be held next. So the people are interested to know about what we are entitled. We don't know. It is very correctly said that we don't know our entitlement. So that is one, and we must, whatever government has given, we are not also taking that. So that should be there. So one of the lady, she is the daughter of Colonel Roy, who is late. Colonel Roy, wife also expired, and this lady has got 60% disability. Unfortunately, during her parents, when they were alive, they gave marriage to this girl, but because of medical reason or whatever it is, she was divorced. And she had, because of medical reasons, she's qualified, but she cannot get job anywhere. She can't do any job. So she was practically on road except for a building which his father left. He was an AMC, a medical specialist. I was feeling so bad that a cardiologist's daughter is on road. She daily food was not being available to her because of no income. And she approached, luckily, I will tell you that this is what God does it. We don't do anything. Just 5-6 days before, she landed up at my house, and I could make out that she has got some problem. I received her, talked to her, I told, where are your papers? Then I explained to him that these papers, a copy has to be made, and you bring this and come on 8th. She came, but unfortunately she didn't bring a copy of that. It's Brigadier Vidyasagar, which I was also not knowing. He gave from his pocket 100 rupees, got that copy made, and a case was very difficult. It was a very difficult case. I didn't know how to proceed. But it was the guidance of Brigadier Vidyasagar, and whatever work was told to be done at the station headquarter level here and there, we just ran around and did for her. And God has been very kind. Within 2 months, it was January and it was in the March 3rd, she got her pension, which was a very difficult thing. And she is now getting 94,000 per month as pension because of that disability. She has got no words. She is with me in WhatsApp, and she, whenever talks to me, she cries. She says that what is, and she got that whatever arrears is that, more than 10 lakhs, 11 lakhs rupees. So this is the thing. Now she has got some other problem, but that is within the family, because she has got mental problem. So her brother was given this to sign along with her. Now everyone, even own brother, blood relation, wants to share from that whatever she is getting. So it is a very sad thing. But this is what the TSEWA is facing. So somehow I have met the brother and tried to, I know I have got no legal power to force, but I told that we are keeping a watch. So don't do a thing which she suffers. Some percentage of 10% cut you want to take, you can take, but not more than that. The whole money she should get. So somehow this is, and her brother and only a wife, they are staying separately. They were not staying with them, that they are taking care of them. So it is, she is staying alone. So there are so many things. It is one case. Now many such cases has come and referred by Commodore Parakala, Navy PO wife, late, and she was not getting. Another place was there, she was a sailor. Her husband was sailor, he expired, and unfortunately that was unfortunately she was the second wife. First wife was there in the thing, second wife name was not there, she was sick. So her daughter, well qualified, she says that I have got documents but I don't know anything. I requested one of our member, it's Subidar Major, he had gone there, searched, and from there he was showing me the video thing, sir, ye mil raha, ye hai. So then I told her, ye cheez chahiye. Isme, the record of his about the second marriage has published, but it was not being given to the bank and others, so there was a discrepancy there. So we resolved, and now after 3 months or 4 months working, and she was not getting for 7 years. But within 4 months we could resolve that, and she started getting pension. She is a bedridden case. That is the problem. But the daughter also requires some money to take care of her mother. And she was saying that I'm teaching in a primary school, I don't have that much of fund to take care of my mother. So this was the type of thing. Now, recently, very recently, a case has come, and I'm proud of that. That's why I'm mentioning, this is the last point I want to mention. The age of the lady is 94 years and 9 months. Her husband was recruited in 1942. Before he passed away in 73, and the papers and all that and she was seized like Angutha Chha. But luckily, her son is sergeant. He was a sergeant, now also retired, and he is also 60 plus, I think 65 or 63. So, our this 8th January meeting, after that he contacted me in March, April or something. Sir, I want to meet you. And there is a place called Jangal Mahal. It is just border of Jharkhand and Bengal. So that is the place they are staying, in a very remote place. So when he contacted me, I told him, all the way you will come, don't come. I will talk to you in video, you please talk to me. So we talked about half an hour, 45 minutes, and what is the problem? Oh, she is getting a pension which is much lower than she deserves, one. Secondly, 80 years, 85 years, 90 years, that type of jump which is required to be, she should have got. Nothing is available. Lot of paperwork was required. So till such time my mind work I started doing, then I put the ball in the court of Vidyasagar. I told, now you have to do something on this. So he immediately advised me, he told, sir, ye karna hai. It was in one of the EC meeting just a month back. He told, I told, this I have done. Till then I knew that all these things has to be done, and I have requested to go to Midnapur district office, and there they made these papers. They have now sent to Surya Park at Delhi record office to do the rectifications. And once, because that her age is not given. Earlier, when they were in our time also, when we retired, there was only month given or wife. Age was not being given. Date of birth was not there. Now it is a compulsory, it is coming. But that time it was not there. So whether she is 80 or 60, nobody knows. So here is not there. So this is nearly progressing till now, and more force will be given by Vidyasagar, and I am hopeful that because before something unfortunate happens, I told firstly, that is a certificate. This is also many people doesn't know that whatever my areas are going to come, I have to authorize to somebody even after my death, that should come to my wife or my person, those who deserve that. Not that that money goes west or government doesn't give. So that thing has to be signed immediately. So all those things, whatever we know, we share. So what is the advantage of everybody? Now I am very happy that this house is, the room is completely full. And thanks to Commodore Sandhu, I should have told that initially, because this thing, organizing is very difficult, which he has done. The house is full. And he was also feeling that it will be there or not. But the new members have been created. It is whether 2 or 20 is, doesn't matter. But the knowledge of this they will carry, this 20 will become 200 and 2000 when they go out from this room. Thank you very much.
Thank you, General Mukherjee sir. Next, may I request Commander Sandhu sir, President West Zone on the stage, please.
Good morning, honorable members. I was given the responsibility of, to start with, as President of Maharashtra TSEWA. I don't know, after some time, the management felt that I was doing a good job.
Yes, yes.
And therefore they promoted me to be the president of West Zone. Now, actually speaking, it's a big area, big designation. Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Goa. But whereas I myself, being in Maharashtra, can do a lot for the veterans in Maharashtra, in the other regions, we are a little weak in a sense that we don't have those kind of members or presidents who are pushing this agenda of TSEWA. We have talked a lot about membership of TSEWA. I must answer a question which everyone thinks when we talk about membership. ये TSEWA को इतने मेंबर बनाने की जरूरत क्या है? सही बोला आपने, क्या जरूरत है? और जब हम मेंबर बनाते हैं तो बोलते हैं इसमें मेरा क्या है, मेरे को क्या मिलेगा? Gentlemen, the fee for membership is notional because as per rule some fee has to be paid. For Veer Naris it is 0. The lower ranked sailors, officers and or Army and Air Force is 20, then 30, then 50 and officers 100. So the first question is, before we pay 50 rupees, इसमें मेरे को क्या मिलेगा? I would just like to, I'm seriously saying because it is embarrassing for me when I request a member, because he's looking from the point of view. He's looking the point of view कि इसमें मेरे को क्या मिलेगा और इसमें छुपा हुआ क्या है कि मेरे को ये मेंबर बनाना चाहते हैं. उस चीज को समझाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. जेंटलमैन, TSEWA के बारे में आपको बहुत कुछ बताया गया और भी आपको जानकारी मिलेगी, लेकिन ये एक संस्था है जो वेटरन्स को बोलती है आप हमारे पास आओ, हम आपकी सेवा करना चाहते हैं. और उसी में छिपी हुई जो चीज है कि आप वेटरन सोचता है यार इसमें कुछ काला है दाल में, ये मेरे को मेंबर एनरोल कर रहे हैं, ये जरूर कुछ मेरे से निकालेंगे. जेंटलमैन, Commodore Parkala, President of TSEWA, has given you the brief on National Confederation. Gentlemen, 31 lakh veterans and we are not united. Why should government hear you? आपको क्यों सुनेगी गवर्नमेंट? आपको मैं एक चीज बताना चाहता हूं कि पहले, इस सरकार से पहले, कोई भी संस्था जो होती थी जिसके 10,000 मेंबर होते थे, उनको अधिकार होता था कि वो अपनी बात हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटी तक रख सके, अक्रॉस द टेबल बैठ के बात कर सके. अभी जब ये सरकार आई 9 साल पहले, इन्होंने वो 10,000 का नंबर 1 लाख कर दिया. अभी आप मेरे को ये बताओ, अगर हम 1 लाख नहीं होंगे तो हमारी बात कौन सुनेगा? इसीलिए क्योंकि टारगेट बहुत बड़ा है, तो ये नेशनल कॉन्फेडरेशन की कॉन्सेप्ट जो है ये शुरू करेगी। लेकिन मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ कि ये नेशनल कॉन्फेडरेशन में भी बहुत सारे ईगो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं। तो इसलिए मैं आपसे एक ही दरख्वास्त करना चाहता हूँ, अगर आप कन्विंस्ड हैं कि TSEWA एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो अपने एक्स सर्विसमैन की सेवा करती है, तो आप प्लीज एम्बेसडर बनिए TSEWA के। कुछ ज्यादा पैसा नहीं है, मैक्सिमम 50 रुपीज, 100 रुपीज। दिस वर्ड फॉर लाइफ टाइम। एंड प्लीज आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, आपको कोई एक्टिविटी में भाग लेना है तो लीजिए, नहीं लेना तो मत लीजिए। यू वॉन्ट टू बी ए स्लीपिंग member, you want to be active member, choice is yours. But please remember, वो कहते हैं ना, एक एक बूंद करके समुद्र बनता है। अभी आप हिसाब लगाइए, एक फॉर्म भरने से 20 रुपए या 50 रुपए या 100 रुपए देने से अगर वो एक बूंद का आप काम कर रहे हैं, तो जेंटलमैन ये समुद्र बन सकता है। TSEWA in itself, TSEWA अपने आप एक संस्था बन सकती है जिसको किसी के भी ऊपर निर्भर होने की जरूरत नहीं है और उनको रिकग्निशन मिल सकती है। एंड जेंटलमैन, प्लीज रिमेंबर, वेटरन्स आर द लार्जेस्ट वोट बैंक इन दिस कंट्री। आपने वो किसानों का देखा था ना, जो एक साल बैठे थे दिल्ली के बाहर। They could swing the elections in West Bengal just by going over there and saying that we need to support good people. Now, as I said, that this is the reason why we want more members to be enrolled. अभी मैं अपनी थोड़ी सी एक्टिविटी के ऊपर आना चाहता हूँ। भाग्य से मैं बॉम्बे में हूँ और बॉम्बे में मेरे को नेवी का इंचार्ज बनाया गया है, नेवल इश्यूज। क्यों? क्योंकि कैब्स इधर है, नेवी पेंशन ऑफिस इधर है, PCDA नेवी इधर है, आपका ECHS का कार्ड जहाँ बनते हैं वो इधर है। तो ये मेरा भाग्य है कि मैंने अपने मेहनत से अपने लोगों के साथ मिलकर एक सेटअप बना ली है, जहां मैं फोन कर देता हूं तो वो मेरी बात को जो है वो ऑनर कर देते हैं। तो इस तरीके से पिछले कुछ सालों में बॉम्बे में हमने नेवी वेटरन्स के लिए बहुत कुछ काम किया है। अभी मैं फिगर्स तो नहीं बता सकता हूँ, फिगर्स TSEWA के पास हैं, जो कि हम जो भी काम करते हैं वो TSEWA को देखते हैं। बट मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, और मैं आज आपको बोल रहा हूँ, आपका कोई भी साथी नेवी का कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो, उसको मेरा नंबर आप दे सकते हैं एंड यू कैन टेल हिम, आप कमांडर संधू को बता दो और he will try to do something. Gentlemen, I can only try, but I can tell you that whatever I have tried, I have succeeded. एक तो एग्जाम्पल होगा आपको। एक अपने सेलर थे, सीनियर सेलर थे टेक्निकल के, सुरेंद्र सिंह नूनिया, पता नहीं शायद आप जानते होंगे, जो भी बहुत अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं आपको। अच्छा सेलर था, रिटायर होने के बाद में झुंझुनू जाके अपना सेटल हो गया, घर से थोड़ा अच्छा था, पैसे वैसे थे उसके पास। उसने एक अपना वो फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस टाइप ऑफ फाइनेंशियल कंपनी खोल ली, जिसको हम कभी कभी चिट फंड भी बोलते हैं, कि भी आप इतना पैसा जमा कराओ, हम आपको 18%, 20% इंटरेस्ट देंगे। किसको बुरा लगता है? सो काफी देर उसका सक्सेसफुल चला काम, लेकिन धीरे धीरे ऐसे बिजनेस ज्यादा देर चलते नहीं है। वो बंदे की अगेंस्ट कंप्लेंट्स हो गई, उसको पकड़ के जेल में डाल। एक केस में वो बरी हो गया, दूसरे केस में चार्जशीट ही नहीं फाइल हुई, लेकिन वो बेचारा 2020 में जेल में ही अपनी समाधि कर गया। अभी आप देखो, उसकी वाइफ है, उसके 2 बच्चे हैं, लड़का और लड़की। अभी इतनी देर से जद्दोजहद चल रही है, फाइनली I must tell Vidyasagar and Komodo Korkala, a letter has come in February saying PCDA जयपुर को, पंजाब नेशनल बैंक को, कि भाई आप इनका जो करके उनको पेंशन शुरू करेंगे। अभी पेंशन मिली नहीं है, लेकिन उसके एरियर्स प्लस पेंशन उसको अभी थोड़ी 1-2 महीने में हो जानी चाहिए। तो ये बहुत संघर्ष के बाद में, क्योंकि अच्छा भी उसको एंटाइटल्ड है कि नहीं पेंशन, बिकॉज ही इज अ कॉन्विक्ट। तो ऐसे करके बहुत पीसीडीए नेवी, पीसीडीए इलाहाबाद, ये सब कितना इट इज अ ब्रिगेडियर विद्यासागर साहब आपको बताएंगे कि पीसीडीए इलाहाबाद कैसे काम करता है, और आपको स्पर्श के बारे में भी बताएंगे। कहने का मतलब ये है कि विक्टिम्स के लिए it is not possible for them to run around to get their dues. But TSEWA is there, we are there, we can help the widows, we can help the veterans. एक और मैं आपको छोटा सा केस बताता हूँ जो नेवी में बड़ा पॉपुलर है। केस पॉपुलर इसलिए है कि लोग ऐसे करते हैं, बट वैसे पॉपुलर नहीं है। एक यंग सेलर जिसने 10 साल नौकरी करी LEMP, अजीत कुमार उसका नाम है, फ्रॉम फगवाड़ा पंजाब। पढ़ने लिखने वाला था। जब जहाज में था तो वो 2-3 यंग लोग जो थे सेलर, they thought कि यार नेवी में कैसे चलेगा, अपना इतनी सारी जिंदगी नेवी में गुजारने के एज अ सेलर, पढ़ाई करेंगे। तो they applied for money in lieu of ration. All my naval friends will understand. Sir, this is money in lieu of ration is that you get the permission to stay out because you have got a family or you got some reason, and you are not eating the ration on board, so there is no money in lieu of ration you get. तो हम MLR बोलते हैं उसे। तो ये जन ने 2-3 दिन लोगों ने इकट्ठे होकर एक रूम ले लिया बाहर प्राइवेटली, अच्छी इंटेंशन के साथ, MLR बन गए और बोला गया कमांडिंग ऑफिसर को, सर मेरी शादी हुई है, मेरे को MLR बनना है। तो अभी कौन सा CO जो है वो बोलेगा कि नहीं आपको MLR नहीं बन सकते, अभी तुम्हारी वाइफ है। उसकी वाइफ का नाम था निर्मला। 10 साल हो गए, पढ़ाई लिखी करी, अच्छा पढ़ गए और अच्छा काम किया बाद में। वो बंदा आज बहुत सक्सेसफुल है। उसके बाद में जब 10 साल के बाद में 5 साल ऐड करके जो अब उसके बाद में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला जो रिजर्व सर्विस थी, तो बोला भी आपको स्पेशल पेंशन दे सकते हैं। तो अभी पहले तो ही वाज नॉट बॉदर्ड, अभी 15 साल, यार मेरा भी 15 साल है, मेरे को भी पेंशन चाहिए। तो then he put in his papers and he said, so and so is my wife and so is my daughter, this is my family particular, I want to apply for special pension as approved by the Supreme Court of India. which is only 9,000 plus DA, minimum pension. Am I right, sir?
Yeah.
तो पेपर जब प्रोसेस हुए तो वो अभी चिट्ठी उसको गई नहीं है, ये बड़ा फ्रेश केस है. I was catching flight from Chandigarh to Bombay. I was sitting at the airport. Ajit Kumar from Phagwara rings me up. He says, sir, ऐसे मैंने पेपर डाले हुए 2-3 साल हो गए, कुछ हो नहीं रहा. मेरे को उधर से एक्चुअली झिड़की दे रही है कि तू बहुत स्मार्ट है, लीएमपी है, तू ये है, वो है, all that. मैंने कहा तूने कुछ किया होगा. फिर मैंने बोला असली बात बता, प्रॉब्लम क्या है? कहता साहब प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जब मेरी शादी नहीं हुई थी मैं एमएलआर बन गया. उसको ये भी नहीं पता था कि निर्मला नाम उसकी वाइफ का दिया था उसने. He didn't know. मेरे को पता है. फिर मैंने उसको फोन करके बताया तेरी पहली वाइफ का नाम निर्मला है, जो कभी थी नहीं. Now नेवी पेंशन ऑफिस इज सेइंग, अरे भाई तुम बोलते हो मेरी ये वाइफ है, ये मेरी डॉटर है, ये नाम है, वो निर्मला किधर है? सर मैंने तो कभी शादी की नहीं थी सर, मैं तो भूल ही गया था कि मैंने ऐसे तलाक को, मैं तो निर्मला, मेरे को नाम ही नहीं याद है, लेकिन मैंने उसको नाम दिया होगा. मैंने कहा निर्मला दिया था तुमने. So what I'm trying to say is Navy is magnanimous. Actually 420 के अंदर he should be going in the theory. But Navy is magnanimous. Navy ने बोल रहा है आप एक डिग्री बनवा के कोर्ट से दे दो कि मैंने कभी शादी नहीं करवाई थी और ऐसे ऐसे था, और हम एक छोटी सी इन्वेस्टिगेशन करेंगे सेलर्स सब आर्मी सेलर्स एयरपोर्ट के साथ जलंधर में, और उसके बाद रिपोर्ट आ जाएगी कि भाई निर्मला कभी थी नहीं एंड ऑल दैट, तो ये बंदे की वाइफ ये है और डॉक्टर ये है. So what I am trying to say is that certainly TSEWA becomes instrumental in resolving very typical, tricky, complicated issues which do not get solved by the individuals for years together. बहुत सारी और एग्जाम्पल्स हैं, मैं ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा. मैं एक बंदे को आपको, एक लेडी को आपको इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहता हूँ जो एक बड़ा ही महत्वपूर्ण केस था. आई विल रिक्वेस्ट श्रीमती इंदिरा अरुणाचल को काम ऑन. ललिता जी आप भी आ जाइए. ये है इंदिरा अरुणाचलम एंड ये ललिता जी, ललिता रामा. ये जो अपनी श्रीमती इंदिरा अरुणाचलम है वो मटंगो में रहती हैं, मेरी एज की हैं, 76-77 है अभी. उनका संपर्क किसी तरीके से उधर मटोंगा में साउथ इंडियन टेम्पल्स बहुत हैं, तो उधर संपर्क हो गया ललिता जी के साथ. ललिता जी इज एन एक्स आईपी ऑफिसर, रिटायर्ड, ऑल्सो स्टेइंग क्लोज टू मटोंगा. तो कुछ साल पहले ललिता जी ने बोला कि ऐसे ऐसे सर मेरे को नंबर आपका मिला है और ये ऐसे ऐसे केस है और कुछ हेल्प हो सकती है. तो आई रोड टू TSEWA, तो इनको थोड़ी सी फाइनेंशियल हेल्प हम देती. इंदिरा अरुणाचलम is daughter of Mr. K. Arunachalam, who was born in 1894 or something like that. Well, before 19. Joined the PCDA Navy as a defense civilian. Retired in 1954. passed away in 1984. He lost his wife, that is Indra ji lost his wife, mother, in also 84, few months after the father. तो थोड़ा सा हमने पहले फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस करके उसके बाद में बिकॉज शी इज अ डाइवोर्सी डॉटर ऑफ अ डिफेंस सिविलियन who is entitled for pension, so she was also entitled for pension. लेकिन इनको तो कुछ पता नहीं था पीपीओ क्या होता है भी नहीं, उनकी मदर ने कभी नहीं पेंशन ली थी, all those things. So slowly we started exploring. PCDA से जाके बात करके इनके फादर का जरा डेटा निकाल के उसके बाद में पीपीओ इनका बनवाएं. तो कुछ सालों की जद्दोजहद के साथ, क्योंकि अरुणाचल साहब 1954 में रिटायर्ड हुए, उनको तो पीपीओ कहीं मिल ही नहीं रहा था, वो फटे हुए पता नहीं कागज वागज कहाँ पड़े हुए थे, और कंप्यूटराइजेशन में तो उनका नाम ही नहीं था. कंप्यूटराइजेशन तो 80 में शुरू हुई है. तो एनीवे फाइनली इनकी किस्मत अच्छी थी, इनका पीपीओ वो भी हमने फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर, ऑनरेबल फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर मिसेस सीतारमण को रिक्वेस्ट करके कोमोडोर पटवाला ने जबरदस्ती मतलब बोला पीसीडीए इलाहाबाद को कि आप देखो आपके पास डॉक्यूमेंट जरूर होंगे. फाइनली फटे पुराने कागज मिले, उनको रिकंस्ट्रक्ट करके आज इंदिरा जी जो पहले मंदिर से प्रसादम खाते थे और सरवाइव करते थे, उनकी आज पेंशन लगी हुई है 9,000 प्लस की. 14 लाख से ज्यादा उनको एरियर मिले हैं. तो कहने का मतलब मैं ज्यादा नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ. सेवा एक संस्था है जो बोलती है भाई हमारे पास आओ, हम आपकी सेवा करना चाहते हैं. इसमें कोई हिडन एजेंडा नहीं है. प्लीज वी वांट द नंबर. इफ यू कैन बी एम्बेसडर्स एंड आप 2 बंदे 3 बंदे वेटरन्स को मेंबर बना सकते हो 30 से 50 रुपए से 100 रुपए से, इट विल गो अ लॉन्ग वे इन TSEWA reaching the older number of 1 lakh, and we will become the strongest ESM organization and will have the liberty of sitting directly with the government and taking out the issues. Thank you very much, sir. I've taken a longer time, so I hope you will listen. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Commander Sandhu sir. सर जस्ट कमांडर संधू सर ने बोला था आप मेंबर बनाओ, मेंबर मत बनाओ. और भी एक रिक्वेस्ट है मेरा, जिस वेटरन का, जिस सिंगल लेडीज का जो प्रॉब्लम है उनको हमारे पास लाओ. वी आर रिक्वेस्टिंग दैट. मेंबर्स का नहीं है, जिसका प्रॉब्लम है वी वांट टू सॉल्व, वी वांट टू रिजॉल्व देम. नाउ आई रिक्वेस्ट Colonel Srikanta Seshadri sir on the stage to express ECHS problems. Anybody having problems of ECHS, you can clarify from him when he asks you. Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The ECHS is not a small subject, it is a very vast subject. Minimum, going by briefly, it takes minimum 2 hours for me to explain ECHS, which I am not going to do today. I just got 15 minutes. Based on what has happened in the last couple of weeks and months, I will highlight you what problems people are facing and what is the lack of awareness on this issue that I will highlight with few examples. सबसे पहले, slide. Login details. When you apply for ECHS card, that is application you upload, you are supposed to have 5 things known to you. One is your user ID, which is your mobile number through which you apply for the ECHS application, ECHS card. Second, is the password. Most of you, I can assure you, hello? Hello. I can assure that 95% of the people who know all this five things, which is essential, even after we expire, even after we go to heaven, these are required, which most of you are not aware. One is the user ID, that is the mobile number, which you are used for applying for EX card. Secondly, the password. Third in this thing is the what you given in the application for recovery of password, that is your mother's name. The question there is for recovery of password is what is the name of your mother, and the answer to that. The answer need not be actual mother's name, it can be your girlfriend's name or somebody's name. So this is required for recovering the password in case you forget it. And the fourth is the answer, and the fifth is the place of birth. These five things you must have a notebook in which you must write down, because it is required even after you pass away. Especially. Okay. So these are listed here. So please note down, keep a separate notebook. Now what happens is the ESM, maybe a husband or a wife, whoever can be ESM, and the other one spouse is the secondary beneficiary. Primary beneficiary is the ESM who is getting the pension. Now when primary beneficiary kicks the bucket or he dies or demise, death certificate comes with a barcode. The death certificate is barcoded. The NOP is supposed to log in with using these details and upload the death certificate and block the card. Then automatically the spouse becomes the primary beneficiary, where if there is any direct benefit transfer of claims, the money will come to the spouse name. Apart from this, there are other various requirements where one has to log in. Without having these details, you can't log in. Next slide. Yeah, log in for the activities that you need to do is, firstly, blocking of 64 KB card. There are various reasons and occasions when you have to block the card. Suppose you got a first card from the ECHS and there is a data difference, like there is a spelling mistake or a date of birth wrong, you will get into trouble when you go for treatment. So when the card you find after getting it, if there is something wrong with the data, spelling mistake or date of birth, you are supposed to log in, block the card and apply again for the new card with the corrected data. For that you have to pay 53 rupees. So this required data, the five things which I said, you must note it on a book, and also ESM must tell the family what are the data, where is it safely available, because it will be required. And there are various reasons. The next one is loss of card. When you lose a card or it breaks, damages, then you have to again log in and block the card and apply for a new card. Next one. Change of PC. Every 3 months you can change the polyclinic. Suppose you have gone from here to stay with your son, daughter, anywhere. You want to change polyclinic, you are going to stay for 3 months or more. You can change the polyclinic sitting at home. So for this you need a login detail. On demise or becoming. Yeah, suppose the first thing I heard in case of demise of the ESM, the wife has become primary beneficiary, or ESM wife, spouse passes away, then you are supposed to log in and block. Suppose the daughter, the children, daughter and son becomes ineligible by getting into a job or getting married, that time also you need to block the card. Suppose the daughter becomes a widow and the income is less than 9,000 rupees, she is entitled for the EX benefit till she gets married or till she is alive for throughout life. And also she can apply for the family pension. For that time again you need to have a email login details. Next. And again the ineligibility, whoever becomes ineligible, you are supposed to log in, and this is the reason you need to log in. Next slide. Yeah, blocking of ECHS 64 card, loss of card, change of policy, on demise of ESM or members, ineligibility and change of data. These I have already got. Next. Lot of people collected cards, 64 KB card, new card, and they don't know what to do after that. What is required to be done is, firstly, when you collect the card, there are many cases who got card 2 years, 3 years back, and emergency they go to hospital, then treatment cannot be done because they are not taken following activities. So basically, the card has to be got activated. Activation, who does it? Station. When you collect the card, you have to get it, ensure that it is activated. Lot of people are not using EX-SERVICEMEN because they are healthy, luckily. So last 2 years, 3 years, they are not using the card, and all of a sudden they have fallen sick, and when they go to hospital, they want the card to generate, get the referral, but card is not active. It is as good as having an ATM card without the PIN. So firstly, make sure the card, whoever has got card not using, please make sure it is activated. After activation, the card has to be taken to polyclinic. Put it in the system and register the card in the system, so that your name and family details, jitna bhi card hai, all that comes into the data system of the polyclinic. And after that, you have to register the card in your mobile. Whichever mobile number you have given in the application, those card has to be registered in the respective mobile with the mobile card number, mobile number and password. Password is simple 4-digit letter figure which has got no security problem. You can put the number, 4-digit number, whichever you can remember. These are the activities you must do, and if you have not done it, please do it. And also keep a notebook where you could write down all this 5 details of login details. Next. And also with all these 3 activities, please, may I request please? Yeah. Thank you. So if you do all this activity, you can sit at home, take an appointment of the doctor 1 day in advance. Suppose you want to take an appointment today, you can't take it. You have to at least take an appointment 1 day before. In this, what all you can select is date and time of the appointment that you need in this whole month or the next month. The date comes, even the doctor you can select which doctor you want to meet. And also the time slot, from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock time slot will come every half an hour, you can select the time. And you can change the appointment taken. Apart from that, you are supposed to meet the doctor every once in 3 months. It is not that only you have to meet once in 3 months, the procedure is like that, every month you have to meet the doctor. Once in 3 months you have to meet a doctor. But those who are severely sick, like diabetic cases, dialysis cases, and also they can meet hundreds of times in a month also. There is no restriction on that. So once you meet the doctor, once in 3 months, next month, right? Once you meet the doctor once in 3 months, next month you don't have to go meet the doctor because you can go for city medicine. It is continual treatment. There also you can take an appointment. That is, slot will come 1 hour, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to up to 4 o'clock. There is certain thing which has happened recently. I don't want to name the patient. Once you go to empaneled hospital, by and large, please avoid going to private hospital which is not empaneled. There you will get a lot of problems. Please try and go to empaneled hospital. You must have a list of empaneled hospitals with you, which will be in your mobile and your notebook. Firstly, please ring up the hospital before going to any hospital, so that there are 2 things. There are cases where during COVID, especially, the hospitals are full. People have gone out taking the spouse throughout the night, gone to a couple of hospitals, 4, 5 hospitals, nowhere they got the admission and the spouse expired in the night. So even now, it is always better you ring up the hospital. To ring up the hospital, you must have a telephone number of the empaneled hospital. If you ring up, firstly, patient is not running around all night, and you can ring up the hospital and the specialist will be ready to receive you, and the patient quickly reaches the hospital in correct time without wasting traveling time. To know this, you must have a link to find out the hospital. Throughout, I give a link, I will give it to Vidyasagar to send it to all the ladies. You must have this link. You can find out the empaneled hospital throughout the country. and also their address, which are the hospitals in your station, your state, in your district, and also the telephone number, address, and what are the ailments of which the ECHS has been contacted to treat you. There may be hospital which treat for 100 ailments, but they do not sign for the contact of ECHS. There may be 20, 30 or 40. So you must find out those things, bring up. So there is always a person in the empaneled hospital who will look after the ECHS patient for registration and getting documents when you get admitted in emergency. So these links I will give it to you. Whoever wants, I will give to Commander Santo. He can give it to you, and I already sent it to Brigadier Vidyasagar. Now, when you there is a UTI ITSL website, where it's a common website where all the empaneled hospitals, the bill processing agency and the polyclinic regional centers all in one big line. So you can upload the reimbursement. When you go to a civil or non-empaneled hospital, you get a bill, you pay it, clear it, and then come back and you can upload on your own at sitting at home, or you have to go and give the hard copy to the polyclinic. What does polyclinic do? You must go with all the documents with the extra copy of the application. When you submit for application, you have to give a personal application explaining the reasons and circumstances under which you got admitted in a non-empaneled hospital. And that application is a polyclinic staff gives you acknowledgement giving that so and so document has been received at so and so time and so and so date. If you don't give it, then you will be looking for trouble. Secondly, when you get admitted in a non-empaneled hospital, within 48 hours, you are supposed to inform the nearest polyclinic or the parent polyclinic. Suppose you are in the area of your parent polyclinic or regional center, you are supposed to inform the polyclinic within 48 hours. This is known as emergency intimation report, which is supposed to be given by, suppose the ESM is not in a state of intimating, the spouse or children must intimate. So a register maintained the polyclinic where it is entered, that gives a confirmation that you intimated within 48 hours. Then when you submit the application, they will give a ER or the emergency intimation report which you are supposed to enclose with your document for the reimbursement claim. Suppose you are out of the regional center area. Suppose you are from Maharashtra, you are in somewhere Gujarat. You are supposed to intimate the nearest polyclinic available. So you must have a list of empaneled hospital. Polyclinic wherever you are there. So in that link you can find the empaneled hospital in that area and the polyclinic, so that you can inform the nearest polyclinic OIC, so that the polyclinic sends the doctor if possible to ensure that you are getting a treatment, correct patient is admitted there. And his job is to intimate the parent polyclinic. These things doesn't happen because people are not aware of it. So when you submit the document, then these things come into handy. If you don't have the document of EIR, your processing gets delayed. Now coming to the cases where this has happened, I have blocked the name and the personal number of the individual. This is one case here. The husband passed away during COVID-22 January around that time, and you can imagine when the ESM is admitted, the serious cases, what goes on in the family, so much harassment, not knowing what to do. What happens is when usually the ESM falls sick, there is a confusion in the family as to they feel that somehow or the other you take him to the hospital, paisa kitna bhi jane do, iska treatment kara denge. And after that, by bad luck, if the ESM expert, the wife is running around, do the last right, time passes and you are not intimated in the polyclinic. This is a case which has happened. There are many cases, not one, there are many cases. So, there is a delay in reporting, then you have to get a sanction of behavior for having not reported to the polyclinic. Okay, I'll just tell you one case. Now, one lady, it happened and she gave the application for reimbursement after 2 months. Then we didn't know what is happening for 1 year, what has happened to her claim. Then they contacted me through Brigadier Vidyasagar on 31st May. The same day I took out the status of the claim, informed this is what has happened, you please apply for the behavior of delay. And the case, again, we must know how to check. There is a link I give, you can always enter the personal number and the claim ID. Claim ID is the one, the moment the polyclinic uploads your document, you get a claim ID through SMS. You enter these two in the link, you will get the status of the card, like it is shown here. Can you enlarge this status? Did I not read it? Okay. This all it is that since time is not there, I'll finish it here. Any question, one or two simple questions, generally you can ask me. Not more than 2-3 minutes.
Very simple, sir. Is there any provision for collection of proxy medicines?
Question of?
Question of collecting medicine proxy medicine.
Proxy medicine.
The patient himself is not
Third
going
party
there.
can go in.
Patient proxy.
His wife or daughter.
Okay, somebody else goes and collects.
In case of yours, you are a veteran, your wife is also a member, but both are suffering, but you are, and they are on regular medicine. So if you are going, you need not take your wife.
Yes.
Because you are carrying a card and the note.
Yeah, you need not take your spouse.
Hello.
Or if both of you are not able to go, please speak to OIC Polyclinic and sending so
That is a different thing. If the husband is going, so both cannot.
Not required, I have collected.
Not required, I never take
I
my
have
wife to
collected,
Polyclinic.
not required.
What is that?
That means one of you can go, both need not go.
But this is the
That is what is there.
deadlines
Most
only
of
given.
the time, the doctors are insisting that we want to treat patients physically.
See, like this, if the patient has got a serious ailment,
Yeah.
you must take her, they'll do blood test, whatever test is required, they'll do it. By keeping the patient at home, nobody can treat the patient. Doctor has to see condition, because a normal patient, if nothing wrong,
Regular medicine.
the rule says that once in 3 months he must go. Okay. Anything, any serious question? Last question. Yeah, Mike. Can you come here, please? This is the last question because we are running out of time.
Sir, I want to know that why the civil hospitals, whose appendal, they are turning down the services of the veterans because of they are the Navy or defense, they are not paying the money.
It's a life problem.
He has been very correct.
Yeah, this is a general problem everywhere because of lack of budget. Some of the hospitals are not being paid. So pending budget, we are trying, we are doing all that. Everybody is aware in TSEWA office what is going on this. Okay.
Thank you, Karma Srikant Seshadri sir. Thank you very much. Now I request Brigadier Vidyasagar to come on stage and explain about the OMD center. In the meantime, some of the members have not signed on the register. The register will be floating in lines. Please pass on and please sign on the register.
Sir, please talk about the register. People are confused. I have written it again it has been circulated. Please circulate that register.
I am circulating the register. Please sign whosoever not signed on it. Thank you.
Attendance register.
यार बाद में करना यार, अभी मत कर please. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. सिकंदराबाद में मुझे बताया गया है कि आपको 5 सब्जेक्ट बहुत अच्छी तरीके से सबको समझाना है। बहुत अच्छा है। कल मैंने एमईसी मीटिंग में उनको प्रेजेंटेशन बहुत अच्छी तरीके से समझाने के लिए मैंने कोशिश किया। जनरल सेक्रेटरी साहब डर गए, वो 5 से नहीं होगा 15 मिनट में, सो कट कर दिया अभी 2। मैं वो 2 सब्जेक्ट भी नहीं कवर कर सकता 15 मिनट में। वैसे मैं बताऊंगा, मैं दोबारा मुंबई आ रहा हूँ। मैं क्यों आ रहा हूँ? आप दाहिनी तरफ देखेंगे तो हमारा डिफेंस सर्विसेज सिंगल लेडीज ऑफ ऑफिसर्स का ग्रुप है। मैं उनको बोला था कि मैडम देखिए, आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप पे अपना प्रॉब्लम भेजते हैं, मैं सिकंदराबाद बैठ के आप कौन हैं, आपका शक्ल भी मुझे मालूम नहीं, मैं कुछ लिख के दे देता हूँ। समटाइम्स मैं बहुत चालू काम करता हूँ। मैडम आप 31 अगस्त को रिमाइंड करिए बिकॉज आई एम वेरी वेरी बिजी।
फिर मैंने सोचा यार देखो ये बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं है, आपका लेडीज है, उनको मदद नहीं करेंगे तो क्या फायदा है। सो मैंने उनको 3 दिन के पहले एक मैसेज भेजा, देखिए मैं सिकंदराबाद में बैठ के आपका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं करता, मैं आपके घर में आऊंगा, मैं होटल में रहूंगा और मैं आपके पास आके आप 2, 4, 5, 6 लेडी जो भी अवेलेबल है आप बुला लीजिए, हम बैठ के मेरा लैपटॉप में पूरा आपका प्रॉब्लम मैं समझ के मैं आपको सॉल्यूशन बताएंगे, नहीं तो मैं खुद करूंगा। अभी मेरे पास व्हाट्सएप में मैसेजेस में इतने आ गए हैं, आप होटल में नहीं रहोगे, मेरे घर में रहोगे, मेरे खाना खाओगे, लंच करोगे, डिनर करोगे, गाड़ी ले लो और जहां घूमना है तो घूमो। सो अभी तक आप लोगों ने बोला भाई मेंबरशिप बढ़ाओ, मेंबरशिप बढ़ाओ, मैं किसी एक सर्विसमैन को नहीं बोलूंगा मेंबर बनो। मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता है जब मैं एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर बना था लेडीज ग्रुप का, 16 थे और अभी 600 हो गए हैं। और हमारा इरादा है भारत देश में जितना भी सिंगल लेडीज ऑफ ऑफिसर्स हैं, मेरे एस्टिमेट में दे आर अबाउट 18,000 से 30,000 हैं। एक दिन पता नहीं उस दिन मैं रहूंगा नहीं रहूंगा, ये डिफेंस सर्विसेज ऑफिसर्स लेडीज का ग्रुप 30,000 बन जाएगा। क्यों बनेगा, क्यों, वही आई एम वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट वो बनेंगे। एवरी डे आई एम गेटिंग रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम 4-5 लेडीज। वो लेडी ने जो आपका ग्रुप में थी अभी भी है, वो मुझे बताए कि भाई बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है ये ग्रुप, मुझे भी मेंबर बनाओ। सो मुझे फायदा क्या है, और हमको बोलते हैं भाई यू आर वन कैच वन, हमारा में क्या है यू आर वन दे कैच 10। सो मुझे ये अच्छा है, ये अच्छा है, इनको मैं इनका फायदा मैं उठा रहा हूँ। और देखिए बॉम्बे में 2 दिन रहना है तो मुझे 20,000 रुपये खर्च करना है। इनका घर में बैठो, इनका ब्रेकफास्ट खाओ, इनका लंच खाओ, इनका डिनर खाओ, इनको प्रॉब्लम समझाओ, कितना बचत हो गया मेरा। सो दिस इज विन विन सिचुएशन, मेरे लिए भी विन है, उनके लिए भी विन है। सो दिस इज व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू। आई एम गोइंग टू गो मेनी ऑफ आवर प्लेसेस लाइक तिरुवनंतपुरम में हमारे लेडीज है, चेन्नई में हमारी लेडीज है, बेंगलुरु में हमारी लेडीज है। तन्ना संधू मैडम बोलती है आप कहीं नहीं जाओगे, मेरे घर में रहोगे, इधर बैठी है। सो आई एम कमिंग टू मुंबई अगेन बिकॉज दीज सब्जेक्ट्स व्हिच आर वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ये कांट बी कवर्ड इन 15 मिनट। सो आई एम कमिंग टू तन्ना संधू मैडम घर, आई विल टाई अप विद हर। जब भी टाइम मिलता है देन आप मेरे साथ कांटेक्ट में रहिए। उस दिन जब भी मैं तरना संधू के घर में 2-3 दिन रहूंगा टू सॉर्ट आउट आवर मुंबई लेडीज प्रॉब्लम्स, फिर मैं आपको टाइम दूंगा, आप आ जाओ, देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन। ये 15 मिनट मुझे दिया है, मैडम को मैंने बताया मैडम हाथ काट कर दो जैसा 15 मिनट का खोल दिए। नाउ दिस बुक इज व्हाट OMGC रिपोर्ट, ये दिस इज कंटेन 62 पेजेस। मुझे ये किताब बहुत अच्छा लगता है, मैंने इतना दफा पढ़ा इस किताब को। मेरे ख्याल में जस्टिस एल नरसिम्हा रेड्डी साहब जिन्होंने ये रिपोर्ट लिखा उन्होंने भी नहीं पढ़ा होगा। वाई आई एम सो हैप्पी टू रीड। जो 1 रैंक 1 पेंशन का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हो गया, टेबल्स आ गए हैं। TSEWA उस टेबल्स को बहुत ही डिटेल्ड में हमने देख के हमें ये पता चला 40 अनोमलीज जेसोस वार का है, 5 अनोमलीज सिर्फ ऑफिसर्स का है। और इसको हमने प्रेजेंटेशन किया 21 सितंबर 2016 को जस्टिस नरसिम्हा रेड्डी साहब को, ये एयरफोर्स स्टेशन हैकिमपेट में। सर ये 40 प्रॉब्लम्स जेसोस वार का है, ऑफिसर्स का सिर्फ 5 है। मैं आपको बताना मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है, उनको गवर्नमेंट ने 6 टर्म्स ऑफ रेफरेंस दिया, ये करो, ये करो, ये करो, ये करो, ये करो, हमें बताओ क्या करना है। दिस आर 6 टर्म्स ऑफ रेफरेंस व्हिच आई एम गोइंग टू कवर इन दिस 15 मिनट। जो हमने TSEWA ने प्रेजेंटेशन दिया पूरा का पूरा पॉइंट्स उन्होंने एक्सेप्ट किया है. That's why I'm very happy to read this. Now, come to first point. I don't have to even refer this book. इतना दिमाग में है. First point is about reservists to be given war of the benefit or not. So हमने साहब को बताया सर आप how do you give a war of the benefit to reservist? उसको पेंशन ही नहीं है. You all know who is a reservist. 1777 में ब्रिटिश आए थे इंडिया में. 1971 वॉर हुआ था. तकरीबन 200 साल में ये जो भारत सरकार भी ब्रिटिश जैसा एक्सप्लॉइट किया लोगों को. आजा 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 हमारे पास नौकरी करो. 9 साल ये खाना खाओ रम पियो इसके बाद घर जाओ जो करना करो पेंशन हम नहीं देंगे मरो. मर रहे हैं आज 1200 से लेके 1500 जो रिजर्विस्ट का लेडीज हैं आज भी कुछ पैसा नहीं है. तो हमने बोला सर आप ये जो डिफेंस जो कमांडर सुधीर परकला साहब बहुत विस्तार में बता दिया डिफेंस पीसीडी पेंशन इलाहाबाद के बारे में. मैं और कुछ ऐड नहीं करना चाहता हूँ. सब पेंशन चाहिए तो 15 साल होना चाहिए. है नहीं है आउट. बात मत करो हमसे. नहीं इंसानियत है नहीं आपको. 62 वॉर में लड़ा 65 वॉर में लड़ा 71 वॉर में लड़ा पेंशन नहीं है 15 साल नहीं है आउट. कैसे जिएगा. नोबडी बॉदर्स. फिर साहब ने यही सवाल पूछा आप कैसा ये किताब में ये पढ़ेंगे तो उन्होंने पीसीडी पेंशन इलाहाबाद में दर्जियां उठा दी. कैसा लोग है यार आप. इस्तेमाल करते हो और पेंशन नहीं दे रहे हो. 15 साल वाले को 15,000 देते हो तो 9 साल वाले को 9,000 देने में क्या दिक्कत है. साहब गवर्नमेंट का ऑर्डर नहीं है. गवर्नमेंट का ऑर्डर कौन देगा यार. आपने रिकमेंड करो. और नहीं हमारा काम गवर्नमेंट के इंस्ट्रक्शन को इम्प्लीमेंट करने का है. गवर्नमेंट को बताने का काम हमारा नहीं है. फिर किसका है. TSEWA का है. सो उन्होंने रिकमेंडेशन दिया है. होपफुली सरकार ये गरीब लोग 1500 उसमें मेरे ख्याल में 1000 लेडीज होंगे क्योंकि रिजर्विस्ट पता नहीं कब भर्ती हुआ कब रिटायर हो गया. इट इज मोस्टली द लेडीज ऑफ द रिजर्विस्ट जिसको फायदा होने वाला है. ना सेकंड केस MSCP. ना MSCP का मतलब क्या है. अश्योर्ड करियर प्रोग्रेशन 6th CPC का इसको इंप्रूव किया था 7th CPC में मॉडिफाइड अश्योर्ड करियर प्रोग्रेशन. Now this has got effect on the ladies also. That's why I'm coming. Now MSCP में क्या है. प्रमोशन तो नहीं देते हो आप. सिपाही का रैंक में भर्ती होता है. सिपाही का रैंक में ही वो रिटायर हो जाता है. कितना अन्याय है. सो गवर्नमेंट ने बोला नहीं भाई 8 साल में उसको नायक का पे दे दो लेकिन सिपाही का काम करेगा. 16 साल के बाद हवलदार का पे दे दो लेकिन सिपाही का काम करेगा. और 24 साल वो बाई चांस कर दिया तो उसको नायब सूबेदार का पे दे दो लेकिन वो सिपाही रहेगा. सिपाही को क्या है यार वही घास काटना है काटेगा. नायब सूबेदार की पेंशन लेगा. लेकिन गवर्नमेंट हमेशा बहुत लास्ट सेंटेंस पढ़िए. दिस लेटर इज टू बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ इश्यू ऑफ दिस लेटर. पुराना वालों को क्या है बांगड़े में जाए. मी माइसेल्फ एंड माय फैमिली रेस्ट बांगड़े में जाए. दैट इज इंडियन मेंटालिटी. फिर वो लोग जो रिटायर हुए थे दिसंबर 2005 के पहले उसको नहीं मिलेगा बिकॉज यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल फॉर MSCP. एक हवलदार दिसंबर 2005 में रिटायर होता है. एक हवलदार 2006 में रिटायर होता है. अरे 2006 में रिटायर हो आजा आजा MSCP लो. 2005 आउट बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट लेटर में लिखा है दिस लेटर विल बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड ओनली फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ इश्यू ऑफ दिस लेटर. साहब ने बोला डोंट बी सो सिली. हाइपर टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज इस्तेमाल मत करो. इंसानियत देखो. थर्ड पॉइंट इस 33 years सर्विस. कुछ जेसो साहिबान नेवी में मैंने देखा 34 35 एक को मैंने देखा 38 years. पता नहीं वो नेवी में 38 years कैसा किया है. और उसको बोलेंगे पेंशन नहीं भाई 33 साल है. नाउ ये रिपोर्ट में लिखा है जस्टिस साहब ने. मैंने पूछा मिनिस्टर ऑफ डिफेंस से भाई ये वंडर फिगर 33 क्या है. मैंने सिर्फ इतना ही सुना है 36 24 36 होता है। ये 33 कहाँ से लाया? सब हमको मालूम नहीं है, क्योंकि हमको बताया गया है भाई टेबल जल्दी बनाओ, पैसा दे दो, इसलिए हमने 33 ले लिया। किसी को अच्छा लगा होगा 33, उनको मालूम नहीं है ये 33 क्यों है। मैं बताऊंगा 33 क्यों है। जब हम लोग ज्वाइन किए थे फौज में, उस टाइम में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में सिविलियन का जो रिटायरमेंट एज 58 है, और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में जो रिटायरमेंट का एज है 58, और जो भर्ती होता है एवरेज एज, कोई 23 में भर्ती हो जाता है, कोई 36 में भर्ती होता है, एवरेज एज इज 25। सो this 33 figure has just come, 58 minus 25 is 33। इसीलिए पेटेंट को मालूम नहीं है, वो तो सर जल्दी जल्दी में हमने 33 कर दिया, बट दिस इज द रीजन फॉर 33। सो वो जो जेसो साहिबान मोस्टली नॉट हवलदार एंड नायक एंड सिपाही नहीं है, इट इज मोर देन मे बी सूबेदार और MCPO 2 MCPO 1, उनको फायदा है इसमें। सो उन्होंने बड़ा सिंपल सजेशन दिया, भाई 33 में किसी को दिया पेंशन, 34 का और ज्यादा दे दो, 35 का और ज्यादा दे दो। ये एक जस्टिस बोल सकता है पेंशन कैसा बढ़ाना। इधर डिपार्टमेंट में ज्वाइन करके 30 साल 35 साल 40 साल नौकरी करने वाला का मालूम नहीं है कैसा डिफेंस अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट है, आपको देख लीजिए। दैट इज थर्ड पॉइंट। I am not referring to this book because it is in my head. Fourth, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब हमने जेसोस वॉर का अनोमलीज देखा। This has come out of that point which Justice Nelson is adjudicating. अब इस देश में ये कमी है, तो वो है हमदर्दी नहीं है। तो मैं तो खाऊंगा, तू भूखा मरो। This is the problem in India. दूसरे के बारे में हम परवाह नहीं करते हैं। मेरा पेट अच्छा होना चाहिए, मेरी पत्नी का अच्छा होना चाहिए, मेरा बेटा अच्छा होना चाहिए, बाद में जाएगा। That is the problem in India. एक हवलदार 25 साल नौकरी करता है, PO पे 25 साल नौकरी करता है, और सार्जेंट पे 25 साल नौकरी करता है। ग्रुप वही है, बहुत बड़ा अच्छा है सिस्टम, नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट। भाई इनको average nikalo, maximum minimum divide by 2, that is the pension of anybody who retires much before. You can't challenge this because even Supreme Court also said this is the correct method. क्योंकि किसी हवलदार, किसी PO, किसी सर्जेंट को सेम नंबर ऑफ इयर्स में सेम पेंशन नहीं मिलता है। कोई जल्दी बन जाता है हवलदार, कोई लेट बन जाता है, बिकॉज ऑफ द नंबर ऑफ इंक्रीमेंट्स वन अर्न्स। लेकिन 24 वाला नहीं रिटायर हुआ। सो इन लोगों ने फार्मूला निकाला, DAD ने। दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई जंतर मंतर में झगड़ा चल रहा है। मुझे भी अच्छा नहीं लगा, लेकिन नाउ व्हेन आई डिड लिटिल बिट ऑफ रिसर्च आई फाउंड दे आर जस्टिफाइड इन हैविंग दैट, बट ऑफिसर को ऑब्वियस करता इज नॉट जस्टिफाइबल। नाउ इसमें क्या है, देखिए ये लोग बोलते हैं भाई 24 साल में कोई हवलदार रिटायर नहीं हुआ, कोई PO रिटायर नहीं हुआ, कोई सार्जेंट रिटायर नहीं हुआ, हम उसको पेंशन कैसे फिक्स करेंगे? भाई जो आदमी रिटायर होता है तो हम इसको एवरेज में पेंशन फिक्स करेंगे। यू कांट डिसएग्री विद दैट। बट जो आदमी रिटायर हुआ नहीं है किसी वजह से, अब हम उसको पेंशन कैसे फिक्स करेंगे? हम क्या करेंगे? वी आर वेरी इंटेलिजेंट पीपल, हम लोग बहुत इंटेलिजेंट है। डिफेंस अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट में बैठे हैं, सरकार का पैसा कैसे बचाते हैं? हम जाते हैं 23 में रिटायर हुआ, नहीं हुआ, छोड़ो उसको। 22 छोड़ो उसको, 21 छोड़ो उसको, 20 छोड़ो उसको, 12 आ रहे रे, 12 में मिल गए यार। 12 में हवलदार डिसेबल्ड होके, इनवैलिड होके चले गए, उसका पेंशन 25 को साथ मिला दो, कितना बचाव हो गया। एक हवलदार 25 साल वाला 24 इयर्स वाला का पेंशन 12 को बना दिया साहब। हमने कितना पैसा बचा दिया सरकार को। वेल डन CGDA, हम आपके जैसा आदमी हमें चाहिए। पद्मश्री, पद्म भूषण, पद्म विभूषण, भारत रत्न, जो भी। साहब ने बोला रिपोर्ट पढ़ी है, जस्ट मिसमेड, शर्म नहीं आता आपको? How can you fix the pension of a Havaldar of 24 years with a Havaldar of 12 साल? There is a provision by the Minister of Defence. जब ऐसा आदमी रिटायर नहीं होता है ना, जो रिटायर हुआ 25 वाला रिटायर हो गया, सब उसका समझ ले, जस्ट फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ 30,000 रुपये इसका पेंशन है एवरेज। 1 साल पहले वो रिटायर नहीं हुआ, उनका पेंशन 12 साल वाला का साथ नहीं है, 3% लेस, दैट मीन्स 30,000 into 3% is 900। सो इसका पेंशन होना चाहिए 21,100, उसको दे रहे हो अभी 12,000 दे रहे हो। इसीलिए जब ORP टेबल बना और 24 साल वाला का पेंशन आपने 12,000 फिक्स किया और उसका ऑलरेडी पेंशन वो 20,000 ड्रा कर रहा है, उसके लिए ORP तो अरियर आएगा नहीं है। वर्स्ट केस इज सूबेदार्स, बहुत नुकसान सूबेदार को हुआ है। ऑफिसर्स में सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम हुआ है वो मेजर्स का। आप जस्ट इमेजिन, एक मेजर है 21.5 इयर्स सर्विस में, किसी वजह से वो रिटायर हो गया विद 68,550, बहुत अच्छा। लेकिन जो 6 महीने पहले जो रिटायर हो गया, रिटायर नहीं हुआ, और बहुत से लोग रिटायर हुए थे पहले जमाने में, 21 इयर्स का मेजर का पेंशन मालूम है कितना है? 51,700, 51,700। फर्क कितना है? 16,000 समचिल्लर। एक महीने में लॉस उसका 42% लगाइए डियरनेस रिलीफ, 42% इंटरेस्ट लगाइए। ये कब तक चलेगा? ये जुलाई 2019 से लेके नेक्स्ट ORP जून 2024 तक। इसको इतना नुकसान, एक मेजर को 6 महीना वाला को इतना नुकसान, क्योंकि वो पेंशन वो 51,700 किसका है? 12 साल वाला मेजर जो इनवैलिड हुआ उसका पेंशन। दिस इज व्हाट ही सेज। सो ये मेरे ख्याल में बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट में बहुत इंटेलिजेंट लोग बैठे हुए हैं, जैसा हमारा फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर निर्मला सीतारमण जी, वो उनको समझाएगा। देखो भाई, हिमाचल में लात खाए, कर्नाटक में लात खाए, 24 में हम आएंगे नहीं आएंगे, कुछ दे रहा है एक्स-सर्विसमैन को। सो दिस ये मिल गया तो मुझे बहुत खुशी मिलेगी। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज मोर आई एम हैप्पी। ओ मैडम, मैंने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया। मोर हैप्पी इज फॉर माई लेडीज हु आर लिबरल फैमिली पेंशनर्स। हमारा 600 लेडीज में ऑलरेडी 14-15 है। उनका पेंशन क्या मालूम है? कोई अरियर नहीं है उनको, क्योंकि उसका हस्बैंड मर गया, शहीद हो गया 4 साल में, 5 साल में, 6 साल में। उनको बोलते हैं आपका पेंशन हम 4 साल को देंगे। लेकिन यही सरकार पहले क्या देता था, वो शहीद हो गया तो मतलब वो सुपर एनुएट हो गया। दैट मीन्स ए मेजर वुड हैव सर्व्ड फॉर 32 इयर्स, ए हवलदार वुड हैव सर्व्ड फॉर एक्स नंबर ऑफ इयर्स, ए सूबेदार साहब वुड हैव सर्व्ड फॉर 30 इयर्स। पर 30 इयर्स का सूबेदार साहब का नौकरी पेंशन उस विडो को देंगे 18 साल का। 18 साल का सूबेदार बन गया, सूबेदार साहब को मिलेगा 18 साल का, वाइफ को पेंशन मिलेगा 18 साल का, नॉट सुपरएनुएटेड फॉर 30 इयर्स। अभी वो उन्होंने बोला पुराना सिस्टम वापस लाइए, और जो ऑफिसर मरते कौन है? सेकंड लेफ्टिनेंट तो ही नहीं है आजकल, लेफ्टिनेंट, कैप्टन, मेजर, मैक्सिमम लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल है। उनका सर्विस कितना होता है? 2 साल, 3 साल, 4 साल। वो लेडी को आप 2 साल का पेंशन दे रहे हो, क्या मिलेगा उसको? कुछ नहीं मिलेगा। हमारा जो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में जितना भी लेडीज है ना, एक लेडी को भी लिबरलाइज्ड फैमिली पेंशनर शहीद हुआ, उस औरत को हम ऐसा ट्रीट करते हैं, नहीं मैडम आपका जो पेंशन है 2 साल का ही मिलेगा। 2 साल में कितना मिलेगा? सो उसको कोई अरियर नहीं मिलेगा, और they will continue to suffer, but I'm sure he will do it. Last point, and I will leave it. Last point is about last rank and last pension. Now ये क्या है? पुराने जमाने में if you want to hold your rank, suppose एक नायब सूबेदार साहब को सूबेदार का प्रमोशन मिल जाता है, लेकिन वो बेचारा किसी वजह से वो 9-10 महीना वो होल्ड नहीं कर सकता. You have to hold your rank to get the pension of that rank. आप 10 महीना होल्ड करना है. 10 महीना होल्ड नहीं करोगे, you will get the pension of a lower rank. ठीक है? I hope you understand that. Yeah. So you understand that. But that has been removed in 6th CPC. Even एक दिन के लिए भी आप सूबेदार बन गए हैं और रिटायर हो गया, you will get the pension for सूबेदार, not नायब सूबेदार. But ओवरऑल में नहीं आप 10 महीना नहीं है, जाओ नायब सूबेदार की पेंशन लो. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Thank you very much. So next time when I come to Mumbai, come and meet me. My mobile number you can take. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Vijay sir. The brain behind TSEWA is none other than Brigadier Vijay Sagar. He is the guiding factor. He is the one who analyzes all the issues and we take them up with the ministry. Gentlemen, there are many other issues which we would like to talk, but some of our management committee members have to catch a flight. So we had to rush through this presentation. This is where I keep telling the zonal presidents and state presidents and our own members that you have to come forward and organize these awareness camps so that we can educate you on each and every aspect. Due to paucity of time, today OROP2 and issues have not been covered. The main issue of SPARSH, which is the biggest headache which has not been covered. Suffice to say, TSEWA was behind these issues. We have raised these issues at the highest level of the Prime Minister and the Raksha Mantri and the Finance Minister. SPARSH, just to save 180 crores, which was being paid to the banks, this new system has been created, software, without any interaction with the users. It has been dumped on our head. The TCS, which developed this software, probably was not given all the inputs which are required. So, like in IT field, we say ego, garbage in, garbage out. So this is what exactly is the SPARSH problem. When we have taken up this matter with the Prime Minister, further migration has been stopped. 31st March, they promised that all the glitches of the software will be rectified, but still the software glitches continue to be there and there are issues on SPARSH. Those of you who are not migrated, consider yourself the happiest people in the world.
For the time being.
For the time being at least. Just last Sunday, we had the Navy Foundation meeting where the Chief of the Naval Staff himself was chairing the meeting. I got up and blasted PCDA. PCDA himself was sitting over there. He had a very small face. He didn't know what to answer, what to say. Now, I will leave it at that. There are, please, kindly bear with us for some time. You can do all this little later, but you will miss out a lot if you don't listen to what we are trying to say. The cases which have been projected to you or given to you by General Mukherjee or by Kamdol Sandhu, they are just one or two important cases which they have highlighted. Today, our helpline warriors who are there all over India, they are sorting out hundreds of cases every day. It's not a one-time job. Every day there are cases which are being sorted out. It runs into hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So every month we have now started consolidating the cases which have been resolved and how much benefit has been given to each individual, and we are publishing it as a report, Helpline Warriors report. You can see these reports in our website. Our website itself is a repository of knowledge. There are so many minutes, so many letters, everything is there. www.tsewa.org. You please go there. Everything is available. If you do not have access to it, there are state presidents, there are journal presidents, or you can write to TSEWA headquarters. We are there to attend to all your issues. Each and every individual is our esteemed veteran whose problems have to be resolved. So for this, we require more and more members coming forward to be part of this family to help the overall community of 31 lakh members. And similarly, charity, whatever has been presented by our chairman, Charity Division, Kalal Sitaramaya, it's just an overview of what we have done. If you go through each case study, there's a file open for each and every individual. It's pitiable. Tears roll out if you read each case. So we require even financial support. I thank the members wholeheartedly. Just one mail and there were 30 lakhs donations came in for a permanent building of TSEWA. That's from the members, that's all of you. Gentlemen, we need your support. I know there are many well-to-do veterans who are in the industry, running industries in hundreds of crores, thousands of crores. So please get them on board, help us. Help us in generating funds so that they can be given back to our veteran community. Because nobody, as rightly brought out by Brigadier Vidyasagar, the government is hell-bent on taking out things from you, not giving it to you. What great injustice is being done. Just by twist of one word here, one word there, they deny you the rightful dues. This is where we are fighting these cases in AFTs. But now, at least, some of us have access to the government circles and we are trying to sort out. And TSEWA is not trying to boast, but today, this is the only organization, only ex-servicemen organization which is into real-time, real, true seva to help JCOs, ORs and family pensioners. Now, we are very, very democratic, unlike other ex-servicemen organizations. It is just that when we established TSEWA in 2015, the founder fathers, you have seen Brigadier Vidyasagar and Colonel Dr. Sethi, the bylaws were so framed that the first management committee shall have 4 years to stabilize TSEWA, and thereafter every management committee which is elected can have only 2 years tenure, which is extendable by another 2 years if the general body approves. So what we have done is, we have given an extension, the general body has given an extension of another 2 years over and above 4 years, that is 6 years tenure to the first management committee. And therefore, the management committee had to step down. I was the vice president and I was requested to take forward the TSEWA. So last 2 years I've been the president of TSEWA. So nobody is permanent in TSEWA. We require people like Sandhu sir, General Mukherjee, Verma ji, Sitaramaya and all the people to come forward, because the TSEWA headquarters per se has to be run from Secunderabad, and therefore we require people who are knowledgeable, who are willing to spend their time and then help this ex-servicemen community and be the only reference point for welfare of TSEWA. I mean, of 31 lakh members. So having said that, it is not that my General Secretary has said I want to resign. It's not resigning. I have finished my tenure today. As on today, I finished my 2 years tenure. And one of the issues which we discussed is in the National Executive Committee to extend the tenure of the present management committee by 2 years. And due to my own personal commitments, I wanted to step down. And at this point of time, there is nobody else who can really fit into the shoes of the next president other than Brigadier Vidyasagar, who is the repository of knowledge, who is so dedicated. I get mails at 4 o'clock in the morning. When I get up, I still find that he is still working on issues and then sending mails. That's the kind of dedicated person that he is. But having said that, now it is for the general body, and we have sought nominations for the next president when I stepped down today, and we had only one nomination. So I request Commodore Sandhu, who is the returning officer, to proceed with the next point on the agenda, which is conduct of elections. Thank you.
Gentlemen, as Commodore Parkala just mentioned, that the present managing committee of TSEWA is finishing 2 years, and so is Commodore Parkala. And it was also discussed in the National Executive Committee that it would be better if the present managing committee continues for another 2 years, except for Commodore Parkala, who, as for his personal requirements, he has requested that he be relieved of the duties of president. So first, I, as the returning officer, putting in front of you the proposal of the managing committee tenure to be extended by 2 years. Is there any objection? Otherwise, I will request somebody to propose. Thank you, sir. AVM Hariharan, sir. And thank you, sir. So the tenure of the managing committee of TSEWA is hereby extended and approved by the general body for the next 2 years. As regards the president nomination of president, we have only received the nomination of Brigadier C.S. Vidyasagar, and therefore I declare Brigadier Vidyasagar elected unopposed, and I think it's a great day for TSEWA that he is again agreed to take the helm of this organization. So I declare Brigadier C.S. Vidyasagar elected, sir. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. May I request General Mukherjee, sir, to give the bouquet to our honorable outgoing. Yeah. Gentlemen, a big hand. We must appreciate that it's not his 2 years tenure as the president, 6 years as vice president. So he served. I request Brigadier Vidyasagar sir, please come and accept a bouquet, which is a little bit of formality of you being elected to the August office of the President. Give a big hand here. Honoring our ladies who have taken the trouble of coming all this way, I request Mrs. Shrimati Indra Arnachalam to please come and accept the bouquet, who has now been part of the family of TSEWA and richly deserving to lead a respectable life after many, many years. Thank you, Jan. As a matter of fact, I, on behalf of Srimati Indra Arnachalam, would like to thank everyone for giving her this honor. She is very, very grateful, and she is making donations also, which I think we should give her a big hand.
Thank you, Commander Sandhu sir. Thank you all. Now I request Brigadier C.S. Vidyasagar sir, newly elected President, to say a few words.
Gentlemen and ladies, I never wanted to be the president of TSEWA second time. 6 साल बहुत मुश्किल से काटा है और 2 साल में काम नहीं कर सकता।
आपको 2 साल ब्रेक भी तो मिला है सर। मैंने ब्रेक ऑफ 2 years।
मैंने 3 प्रपोजल रखा था। पहले प्रपोजल नंबर 1, Commodore Sudhir sir, in spite of his commitments, whatever wherever he wants to go, let him go. बट वहां से कुर्सी में बैठो प्रेसिडेंट का और चलाते रहो, हम सब लोग हैं आपको मदद करने के लिए। वो बोलते ये हो ही नहीं सकता। So proposal 1 of mine is dismissed with contempt. Proposal 2, मैंने बोला हमारा वाइस प्रेसिडेंट साहब को हमने इलेक्ट किया है। He is a duly elected president by the AGM in TSEWA विद्याविहार सिकंदराबाद। He is quite capable. और उन्होंने आंध्रा सवेरे को कमांड किया है, जब आंध्रा तेलंगाना एक ही स्टेट था, एक ही स्टेट, और वो बड़ा आराम से कोई भी काम कर सकते हैं। वो बोलते हैं कमोडोर सुधीर बरकला साहब मेरा कोरकोंडा सैनिक स्कूल का सीनियर है, जब सीनियर निकल गया तो मैं जूनियर कैसा हूँ, तो मैं भी नहीं आ सकता। So वो प्रपोजल नंबर 2 was dismissed with more contempt than the proposal 1. जैसा मेरा 2 प्रपोजल खत्म हो गया, तीसरा प्रपोजल मैंने पूछा, कोई तीसरा प्रपोजल क्या है? भाई कोई नहीं है तो मैं आ जाऊंगा। मैंने खत्म भी नहीं किया, मेरे सामने लाया 2 लोग, एक पिस्टल इधर रखा, दूसरा दस्तखत कर नॉमिनेशन के लिए। एज ए मैंने बहुत इंटरेस्टेड होके इस पोस्ट को मैं कंटेस्ट करना है, देखूंगा मैं कौन मेरे अपोज करेगा। सो मैंने ऐसा प्रेसिडेंट बन गया। But I wanted to tell you, I'm not going to be the president like I was for 6 years. I'm going to be the president trainer. आज के president trainer का भी एक post हमने create करेंगे। My job is to train our vice president Brigadier BSC Verma to be the president for next 4 years, 25 to 29. So my job is that. ये करो। I'm a chief mentor to the single ladies group, so I'm going to be single mentor here, not going to be the president. But हमारा जो legal expert है, Group Captain C.R. शास्त्री बोला, क्या बोलता है वो? A meeting of the management committee is valid as per the law if the president is in the chair. Physically होना चाहिए chair में. Suppose he has to go to attempt a call, that meeting has got no validity. So president का post इतना powerful है. So I will be now sitting on the chair, but telling Verma, please do this, please do this, please do this, because president has to be in the chair. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for reposing faith in me. But I can tell you one thing. Honestly, I am telling you, Commander Sudhir and I have been friends together for a long, long time. He has been vice president and I was the president for 6 years. But when he took over from me in 2021, the amount of work he did, I have no hesitation to say that what I did in 6 years, he did much more than that, and I thank him for all the support he has given us. And as a president, I don't know, even President Murmu may not have that many powers, but I have. So I hereby appoint Commodore Sudhir Parakala as Chief Mentor, the appointment which I have been holding now. I am giving him. I also, the powers vested by AGM in me, I appoint him as member of the National Executive Committee. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Now I request Honorable Captain Joseph on the stage.
Good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of TSEWA, I want to convey everyone who came here and listen more and talk less. And special gratitude we are having towards single ladies on calling moon by our new president. You people are accepted and came here with very interested to listen what TSEWA is doing. Sir, how this TSEWA came, you know? TSEWA, me seva. So we put this as a short form in TSEWA. So if you want more about TSEWA activities, please go through our website as our ongoing president told you. Every week you go one time so that you can get up-to-date information whatever we are doing all over India and with the government. So please ensure it. Next thing, sir, we have arranged lunch for you people. Please accept it and go peacefully. And we are also very hurry to move our airport at railway station. Thank you very much, Anand sir. And climate is also very clear, sir, to go. No need to worry. After lunch you can go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Gentlemen, I think I'll fail in my duty if I don't mention about the excellent work and coordination done by Comrade Sandhu to make all of these arrangements and make the plan success. We decided that 1:30 we finish, and clockwork precision, he has managed this entire show.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I would also be failing in my duty if I don't thank Lieutenant Commander Dhillon and Mr. Jagmeet Singh, our veteran, who have stood with me and helped me in every aspect to make you comfortable, to make you aware and to make you happy today, because I think the gods are very kind, the rains are there. So thank you very much, Dhillon sir. Thank you very much, Ajit. Thank you very much. I will just request that some members joined a little later in the meeting. I will request them to stay back after lunch, just fill up the form for membership, if it's not already been done, and sign the register, because register is the document where we have as to all the members who attended the meeting today, their names should be there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us. I request everyone to have lunch and go. It is nothing but simple biryani, but please have your lunch and then go. We do not want the food to go waste. Thank you so much.
Sir, we are very happy to announce that today, sir, we got 83 members from this AGB, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
ఏదైనా మొబైల్లా ఈయన నెంబర్ చెప్తాడు, టెలిఫోన్ నెంబర్ కొంచెం మెంబర్షిప్ నెంబర్ చెప్తాడు. सब इनसे आप होते हैं ना. थैंक यू.